because of Plumlee's hustle, Cunningham kind of got in the wrong spot. CJ gets an open look at a three, and there's Portland stretching the defense out and shooting threes and hitting threes.
Perkins in the summertime. This is a team that kept all their players.
McCollum for three, the assist to Lillard, and those two in the backcourt. Perkins, here comes Aminu with it. Spots the open man in Lillard. They swing it. CJ trying to make it 3 threes. Got it.
And that was simply Perkins' height.
Alan Crabb, a guy who had a great exhibition season for Portland, is set to check in next dead ball. McCollum beats Davis to the near side of the rim and lays it in. And Harkless gives it off. Here's Crabb, looks to be okay after that scary fall. And there's another fall, but got the left-handed scoop shot in off the glass first.
Well, Crabb's...
And here's a steal by Crabb. Takes his Smith down the lane, missed it, but there is McCollum for his easiest two of the night.
With this Stotts offense keeps the floor spread.
CJ and one from three. And that tells the crowd, let's go.
And that's what Coach Stotts has worked on, that defense.
CJ for three. Got it! Holy cow!
What time is it? 40 points in a game with ease.
McCollum down the middle, gets the bucket. Nate Robinson trying to draw the foul.
Wide open for Lillard to go around Anthony Davis.
Steal back, but a foul called on Alonzo G.
Holiday a little tired because he's checking Lillard, and that's
McCollum. He's got 26 now in the first half. Pelicans don't have a foul to give either. Here's McCollum. Crosses over on Holiday. Holy cow, 28 in the first half for McCollum.
Really defensively doesn't get into foul trouble like he used to.
McCollum over Anderson. CJ had a hand right in the face. CJ turned around to the bench.
Right through with Ish Smith.
CJ McCollum. Big bucket there over Davis. It was a long two.
Oh, I like this one-on-one with CJ right here.
McCollum for three. Good over Davis.
I like CJ in that situation.
CJ trying to add to his career night. Boom, he's got another one.
Yeah.
Timeout, Pelican.
Got it over to Al-Farouq Aminu. Here's McCollum around to Lillard. And Lillard buries it from three. All on the shoulders of Lillard. 51-win season. They won their opener the other night over New Orleans. The leaner by McCollum, who had 37, a career high in that game. On that outside shot.
Well, he really has, because he shot under 24% from three-point range, and for him to knock that three down was huge.
McCollum knocks that one down. The odds. I mean, his high school coach sent letters and highlight reels to over 30 American universities. Come the Suns. Sonny Weems, very aptly named, except he spells it S-O-N-N-Y. Here's McCollum. Buries it.
Davis at 6'10", only 240, giving up some weight against Alex Lim.
10-0 run by the Suns, and then it's buried by McCollum. Warren was in the third row. He races back on defense, but Aminu had other ideas at the other end.
Had the opportunities to put the ball in the basket.
Bledsoe going for the swipe around the horn to McCollum from deep corner. And Jeff Horner says, let's talk it over. Lewis got 8 boards. And the Suns' biggest lead, 22.
The Suns with another block.
And a nice save, but thrown away by Keith. Good pass by McCollum, finds Plumlee. So alley-oops it. Chandler over the rim. McCollum races back, up the ladder. And the teardrop goes in.
Morris to the rim. Myers blocks it. Right on cue. McCollum 1-on-3. Elbow jumper good.
And that's what you want from Myers to Leonard.
Aminu underneath. Lillard, McCollum for three. That's good. The guard-to-guard exchange, and Lillard gets the assist. Left it short, but got his own miss. Now finds Lillard. His three, good. McCollum follows his miss, and that was the key. But it all works out as Portland gets it, no damage. Alan Crabb, long two, got it. Over TJ Warren.
Alan Crabb is being very aggressive tonight.
As he will do when Lillard is out. Noah Vonleh in a wrestling match on the floor. Price, and Harkless stretches out with both arms and jams it. Alan Crabb 3 for 3 and 7 points in his 6 minutes. That's production. Lure underneath, tried to drop it to Len. They throw it away. McCollum, 3-on-2. Crab, and again a player slips down on the floor.
He didn't need much practice to know what was going to happen.
McCollum off one leg, hits that. McCollum thought about the three, dumps to Plumlee, puts it on the floor and reverses it in, and he got a shove in the back from Chandler, and he wanted the and one.
The big guy out of the ball game.
Knight the miss. McCollum gets the outlet and scores it. Lillard the assist, and timeout. Phoenix
Did a nice job of sacrificing his body right there. He threw it into the defender.
McCollum up and under off the glass.
Wow! You're getting under there as a guard, banging with his big bodies.
McCollum off balance, hit it. Ronnie Price was draped on it.
11 points for Martin off the bench.
Again, small sample sizes, but the Wolves bench the 5th most productive through 2 games in the NBA this season. McCollum with the rebound. Outlet to Aminu. And Aminu will kiss it off the glass and in. An 8-0 run for the Blazers. Levine loses the handle right into the hands of Belly. He'll fire it from way downtown. Sam Mitchell can leave the starters resting a little bit longer. Vonleh. Very much Marnie. Speaking of Lillard, well, he gives it up. McCollum will drain the triple.
The coaching business is that, you know, people share information much more freely than you think.
McCollum rattles it in. Blazers could go 2 for 1 if they hurry. And McCollum does just that. Aminu tries the cross-court pass, nearly had it picked off. Instead, there's the floaters you talked about, Jim. McCollum executing one there. Towns giving it all up to try and come up with the basketball. Numbers for the Blazers. McCollum drills the triple. Leonard will get it away to McCollum. He's got Martin to beat, had Aminu with him. And Al-Farouq Aminu worked on the right box post up, worked on getting to the middle of the floor during the summer. Crab able to drill another triple. 8th made 3 of the night for the Blazers. McCollum off the dribble against Martin.
How sweet is his release?
Wiggins backing in on McCollum, and McCollum strips him of it.
Cancer Research Foundation for Mountain America. Learn more about their community involvement at macu.com.
Now there's 2 scorers on Portland, Lillard and McCollum.
21%, 5 of 7 shooting. McCollum with a wiggle down the paint by Gobert and wraps that up and in for 2.
Yeah, Rudy, he made a mistake there. He knows that he went for the pump fake.
Harkless to McCollum. 9 on the shot clock. They go inside and down it goes. Ed Davis, a former Laker, scores his first 2. 13 rebounds, 11 blocked shots through the first 3.
But his dominance isn't just about the stats. And that's just a tough shot. I mean, that's a fadeaway.
Runs it off to McCollum. He'll stop, push it up and over Rudy Gobert.
Well, they're making this look easy right now. Gobert's got to extend out just a step sooner.
Utah down by 1. McCollum passes that ball deep. Boy, 3 ball down the barrel by Harkless. And allowed just 76 points in that 21-point win. McCollum up high,
He's
got
good.
it over Gobert.
He's just flat out good. I mean, that is a great move.
Blazers spread the floor. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. McCollum at the horn. Davis. Now here's McCollum. McCollum, again, the high floater. We saw that same shot in the first half.
There's too much airspace. He's coming off the screen wide open. The bigs. He's got great handles, McCollum. I mean, really, the ball's on a string.
Aminu, wide open, and nails it straight away. They were 21 and 20 in this building last year.
Wow.
Lillard.
Wow. Watch out, because he's Mr. Fourth Quarter.
Clock, just over 5 minutes left. McCollum, he's been quiet until now.
Yeah, he's got a quick release.
Hood picks up McCollum. Plumlee, the high screen, wide open 3.
Just can't give him airspace. These 2 guys can shoot the basketball.
Numbers for Lillard, 34 and then 35. McCollum for 3. CJ and Lillard. McCollum with 27.
Drive baseline.
McCollum battling hard against Conley. Nice play, and Plumlee able to score. Here's Lillard going 1-on-2. Damian Lillard with his first field goal.
The right-hand flip, missed about 4 layups, mad at himself, but Lillard said he has to be more aggressive in different ways.
Oh, nice move. Myers led.
Have guys that can space the floor. You don't have a penetrator that can get other guys easy shots, and involved right there as you see a beautiful pass and shot.
McCollum able to get it into the corner. Now McCollum from the other side. 4-3. CJ McCollum. That will count and foul.
You ask this team, those other 3 games don't count because of their expectations. They're a playoff team. And McCollum getting a little bit of space right there. Knocks down that shot with a great pass from Aminu.
This first half. Lillard, backdoor pass. Leonard throws it out. McCollum for 3. Yes. CJ McCollum.
Saying within.
In the first half.
Okay.
Yeah, no. First quarter. McCollum. Yes, on the foul.
Don't wake up the big dogs.
And he's 6 of 8, 12 points. Once again, it is McCollum got off to the slow start. He now has 15 points.
It looks like a guy that plays in practice. What do I mean? He's just steady, consistent, knocks down the same shots as you see McCollum knock down one there.
Aminu, pick and roll, Plumlee, Leonard, McCollum, Lillard. What ball movement? Bang!
And that's the name of the game right there. That's what the Portland guards have to do. They have to get in there and help.
CJ, foul line jumper. Boy, he's so good in traffic at pulling up and quickly getting the shot away. Playing pick and roll with Davis.
Boy, he might have taken that shot.
McCollum puts his shoulder down against Blake. They got him a little bit of room. Blake did what he could, but McCollum.
Understand Van Gundy's tutelage. They take good shots. That's why they're 4-1.
Harkless puts up a 3, and Maurice Harkless continues to shoot the threes well. He's now 7 of 15 on the year. Portland first possession to start the second half here. McCollum tries the middle, tries it over Drummond, and hits a nice little floater with a nice touch.
And everyone on Detroit's team knew he was going to do that.
McCollum goes back to the right hand after faking left and spins it in off the glass around Drummond. Crab over the top. Good job by Detroit with defense. CJ goes over Drummond again and hits out this time off the glass. So McCollum.
In that time, the big guys were helping out.
Portland pretty small right now. McCollum, foul line. Blake did everything he could. Played good defense. McCollum hit it anyway. 14 for CJ now. Detroit for that comment.
Right.
McCollum against Blake. CJ pulls up early in the clock, trying to get the 2 for 1, and is successful with both goals. As Dame Lillard will start the fourth, getting a rest. McCollum to the middle, off balance, hits again. CJ's just taken over. Crab tries to go to the middle. There's another Blazer turnover. McCollum, though, saves the day and grabs it back from Tolliver.
Boy, the Blazers just...
With 5.5 minutes to go. Now, Damian Lillard. Make it. McCollum pulls up for the jumper. Pass thrown away. He didn't make the defender commit. McCollum, nice bounce pass. And the reverse is good by Harkless. Games he was like 1 for 8 or 0 for 7, and they're all 3-pointers. Oh, they're gone. Too deep that time. Rebound is Ed Davis. Now with his 4th NBA team. McCollum floats it up and in. He's also a very good 3-point shooter at 42%. Into Foy. Long range, banks in. Timeout, Denver. Great lay-in. That he He's got 28 points coming in. Pop it out. McCollum for three. That's good.
Well, they're sitting there yelling on the side. Just no three, no three.
Season, and what else is new? They're great on the road already at 3-1. The Blazers, a very different cast at 4-4. This is one of the stories in the early part of the season.
Pieces here to build around with Damian Lillard.
Plumlee able to find McCollum. Had to adjust. Does a nice job with Duncan's long arm waiting. CJ McCollum.
More with post-off rather than penetrations.
The quickness of McCollum getting inside, able to score. Great spin off the board. CJ off to a good start.
Playoffs.
That's been the story for this franchise. Only one time out of the first round in 15 years. Late shot clock. Good shot again. So McCollum now with Japan. Of course, those games have started the last few college hoop seasons on a military base overseas.
Well, Portland's 0 for 1 from the free throw line tonight.
McCollum. And Greg Popovich immediately takes a timeout. 51-39. Another little surge here by the Spurs. McCollum, tough shot contested by Duncan. They got it to go. Next quarter. Reggie Jackson did everything he looked at for the Pistons. Lob back to Aldridge. Good flash by Plumlee. Terrific weak side read. On the run, Lillard. McCollum draws to Plumlee. Meeting, all that, whatever. He scored over 30 points. Had a big game for the Kings. Alan Crabb able to knock down the outside jumper. His first field goal of the night.
Pop starts continuing to get that first unit to grow together because right now they're the team that's not playing that well.
McCollum got that free throw, may get him going, knocks down the three. Advantage on Henderson, give him a little nudge in the back, and the head cheerleader takes his team up 9. McCollum with a quick hitter, back on the other end.
104, Blazers 0 of 2. McCollum. And like you said, Brevin, they'll take you off the bounce. They don't need a pick and roll to find an opening and score. McCollum on the give back. Good look by Chris Kaman. And McCollum with 6.
Him get early play here. It's always nice to come in a basketball game and then get a nice applause from the fans.
Ed Davis score it, and a blocking foul on Gasol.
Really knowing much of the plays of the team, still just coming in and being a spark.
Jeff Green, ball loose. Jermichael Green puts it in. The free throw line coming in. McCollum. McCollum for 3. Got the bounce.
Guys that can explode in a heartbeat.
Gasol with a deflection. McCollum, a sidestep 3 that's in.
They didn't really want that. It didn't put the team behind the 8 ball.
McCollum rises and hits.
He is an excellent scorer. Vantage right.
High screen by Plumlee. And hits the floater. Yes, but yeah, he didn't see that one. Jeff Green knocked away from behind by McCollum. 4 minutes remaining. Randolph to the scorer's table. 29 for Gasol, 94-88. McCollum got the step and got all the way to the bucket on Courtney Lee. Too easy for Portland.
Defend it. Don't give up any threes.
Aminu will try for 3 in the lead. He put it in with 12.5. Al-Farouq Aminu.
He and CJ McCollum have really turned into a pair in that backcourt. Both young guards who are combo guards.
CJ McCollum. Right there, and the defender goes under the screen. Nick, he recognizes that and makes him pay.
McCollum catch and shoot. Second field goal for CJ McCollum. Plumlee. Former Duke Blue Devil, his first bucket. Jefferson back out to Lamb. Turnovers are coming a little bit more frequently here in the second half. Wow. Bonus point. CJ McCollum didn't panic, and he gets it to fall inside. They're at 91. 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
All the fans, they just want 4 more points.
Crabb's got it. 5 quick points for McCollum and a timeout call. Turnover, the rip away. Trailblazers have it 4-on-2. 14-point game. And Goswell looks like it's getting easier for Portland to score. It's getting more and more difficult for the Hornets to score. Allen Crabbe, 3 more. Davis gets it past Marvin Williams.
2 and 3 on the road. Jumper is good for McCollum.
That's good. Offside action there from CJ McCollum.
In the game Saturday, back ready to go, averaging 11 points a game. He had 14, a season best in the Portland game up in the Northwest. You knew it, but when you see him every night, he really soaks in what a great passer he is. Jumper is good from the corner as Harkless breaks that Spurs 10-0 run. Aldridge, his former teammate, shadowing him here. Step back for McCollum.
Just so clever, and he gets the mismatch that he wants.
Parker averaging 11.8 points a game. And the Blazers come right back. It might be the first time all night we've had 3 consecutive buckets made. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Spurs with the fast break bucket. And their largest lead of 13. And Portland comes right back to make it 11 as McCollum hits the fadeaway. Quarter, the first 7 of the 4th.
I mean, we saw that in Portland, too, when Boris caught that ball in the low block against CJ McCollum and no one comes to help, and he's allowed to go one-on-one.
On the drive to Green.
I think LaMarcus is just out of rhythm. Hadn't touched the ball in the entire second half.
And then they cleared. Lillard.
All the way down from McCollum. Back outside, uncovered. Alley-oop inside. That alley-oop almost went in. I think Terrence is going to have to be at the other end of the alley-oop. That's an easy basket.
Yeah, we've seen that way too many times this season. You got to foul him or something.
There's another turnover, and McCollum at the other end for 2. So again, the turnovers by the Rockets. McCollum has been the most improved player on this Portland team. He can really shoot.
Yeah, he's one of the guys other than Lillard that can get his own shot.
Shot clock at 8 seconds. Everybody scrambling around, and Crabbe was wide open.
Bad shots when you're struggling.
Cross court to a wide open Henderson with a make. Blazers have lost 6 games in a row. Okay, wide open look.
Well, they're free stroking now. There's no pressure.
And McCollum has better defense by Houston. White comes out to help. Plumlee on the drive and put it up and in. Harden. And White comes in from behind him and knocks the ball away.
Awareness.
And Aminu puts it up and misses again. In heavy traffic, Portland alertly knocked it away. Back to the fast break. McCollum all the way to the basket for 2. Don't you?
You know, they miss a lot of shots on the perimeter, but they keep shooting.
McCollum gets again inside the defense by Houston. Lean.
Can jump.
And the whistle and the basket counts. Trying to slow him down. Good job by Corey. McCollum floats it up and in. The buzzer was going off.
Yeah, Corey's just got to stay solid.
Well, everybody ran off and left McCollum.
Can't leave him wide open.
And he has had some big games against Portland in the recent past. Here's McCollum trying to answer the early bucket. He does. Redick ends up on the floor. CJ for 3. All at times, and it's been effective.
And right now, they've got a real small lineup in there because
CJ goes over the top of Josh Smith. Trying to get a shot up with about 33 on the clock. McCollum all the way to the rim, lays it in. 9 for CJ in the opening quarter, and the Blazers do have the lead. Luke Mbah-a-Moute in there for the Clippers, by the way. That was the other change. Here's McCollum. Step back two is good. And when he has that fadeaway going, Smith was right in his face. Quarter.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about a minute ago. And a nice backdoor play.
For anyone. Good job by Redick to hustle out to McCollum. CJ goes glass.
Boy, that was a great job by Redick.
Davis and Griffin exchanging elbows in the backcourt. CJ. Lillard for three. Yes, sir!
CJ had eyes in the back of his head. Set up out of the timeout.
JJ Redick knocked away by McCollum. Blazers 2-on-1. Plumlee right side. He scores! Clippers went 2-0 in Portland last year. Blazers 1-1 in LA. They steal it here, and the Trailblazers are going to snap their losing skid.
Brother Miles plays in Milwaukee. CJ McCollum, down the middle he goes. We saw foreshadowing of him during the last game that these teams played last year. 16 feet. That one's off. Here comes D'Angelo Russell trying to force the issue. Gets out of control and loses it. Here's a bounce pass to Lillard. All the way. Rides it up and in. Oh, and he used his body well. And went back and got the basketball.
He's got a smaller player on him.
McCollum who blocked the shot that time. It goes to Randall. No reset. They still have 12 though. Julius in the paint. No. Kobe active. Selling out for a minute. We've got 3. We've got 2 in the quarter. McCollum's still going to get a shot. In fact, he's going to get a layup.
Oh my goodness.
So from scramble mode to layup. Crab pulls up. Top of the key. Going to come up short. Oh, McCollum's there. And he's going to get an easy layup.
But again, any kind of 50-50 ball.
To be in double figures right now. Here's McCollum, drive over Hibbert. That's a nice shot as Hibbert extended the long arm of the law. Here's it scoring tonight. Inside Plumlee, draws contact, hits the bucket. Player, here's Aminu, now Lillard. 3 ball, CJ McCollum.
I mean, he's just been playing very consistent basketball.
Around the perimeter goes for McCollum. He buries one from downtown. Games of this young season for Bryant getting to the rim. Pull up for Lillard. So as his backcourt mate hit from there, nearly the same spot, it's Damian Lillard. And Kobe comes up with the ball, now to Clarkson.
Aminu not happy that he didn't get a whistle.
Clarkson throws it away, right into the hands of McCollum. Here they go. It's going to be another fast break basket.
Could have been a lot worse.
Here's McCollum who has 10 in the quarter. Beautiful bounce pass. That's the best way to get the rebound away from Kobe. CJ streaking is Harkless. That's the way to run the break. Eyes the defense. Bounces now to Bryant. Isolated. Right wing. Backs up. Here comes that baseline jump shot. Way short as McCollum played good defense.
It's not an easy shot that Luke just shot there. That's one you think he's going to use the glass.
Perimeter shot by CJ McCollum. That's their 8th made 3 tonight.
Aminu to McCollum. I think the pass was to CJ initially anyway, and CJ buries the corner 3. Backdoor McCollum. Now Aminu tries a 3, and that is good. So the 3 ball helping the Trailblazers mount a charge following a real slow start. McCollum trying to break down Heinrich. CJ up and under, got himself some room and hit it, and it'll count. Great patience and a deliberate move as we've come to expect from CJ McCollum. Not about the 3. Oh, nice pass. Lillard to McCollum, who went backdoor behind that Bulls defense. Mirotic works him a couple of ways, gets a little bit of a bump, puts it in, and Terry Stotts again upset he can't get a whistle. And Chicago run. McCollum trying to get some room against Mirotic. Now goes to Plumlee, takes it to the rim and scores. Got past Tony Snell and a nice pass by CJ. Season went out rebounding an opponent. Right. Plumlee, little runner. He's getting so good at that shot.
He is.
And he's almost to a double-double again. 9 points, 11 rebounds for the Bulls. Allen Crabbe, elbow jumper, hits that. The game's getting a little more up-tempo, which favors Portland. Chicago trying to put an end to that tonight. Here's McCollum, step back over Gibson, and that's the learning is CJ doesn't need a lot of space on those type of shots. Heinrich, open 3, wouldn't take it. Now dumps it off to Gasol. Blocked by Davis, shot clock violation. Boy, 3 Blazers closed on Gasol. Crabbe Davis. Boy, nice job by Ed Davis to save that. CJ tries a three and hits.
Yeah.
1 point game. Crab gives it to McCollum. Boy, he had an open three. He goes for the two and hits that. 13 seconds left.
Now you don't want to foul Butler.
But it really set the tone for the rest of the night as they were digging out from that all night long. McCollum baseline splashes through his first attempt.
Percentage of his career this year, so they want to post him up more.
Here's McCollum again. Foul line jumper rolls in. Yes. Plumlee was lurking in the area for an offensive rebound. Got to be a little careful, already picking up a first foul, but that's the way he plays. Here's McCollum, elbow jumper, and CJ 3 of 3 has all 6 of Portland's points.
Teams always look for him to score.
Plumlee zips it back to the guy who's off to the good start. He's 4 for 4. CJ McCollum and 9 points. A lot of transplants from Los Angeles up here in Portland, so Lakers always draw well in Portland. McCollum hits again, 5 of 6 and 11 points for CJ, and the Blazer lead 11. That's his highest total against any NBA team.
Yes.
CJ tries again, this time from 2. I'm not sure he's hit the rim yet. Picked by Orlando, and he has fit in perfectly in Portland. Here's McCollum going to work inside. The floater for CJ, and CJ 16 first half points. Lillard, McCollum, who's had a big first half, drills the 3 with the shot clock expiring.
Shoot threes well, and you don't score in the paint, which they don't.
Well, I think the fear is that, at least if you're a defense, here's Lillard for 3, is that somebody gets hot.
Giving the Lakers time to play defense.
Kobe kicks it out. Clarkson lost it. Blazers steal. Lakers steal back.
Make the Lakers play defense. Pass the ball a little bit more.
CJ foul line. That's first bucket of the second half.
Come in and dominate.
Plumlee, nice pass to McCollum at the rim. Mason Plumlee and Myers Leonard, how many nice passes have they delivered in the court?
If you're a guard, if you know your big guys can pass the ball, and the Blazers know he can.
There's another one. CJ down low, hit it. Another assist to Plumlee.
Back up.
Lillard. CJ for 3. CJ McCollum, a big answer right there.
But not first meeting this year. It was all Lillard that night. I guarantee you that Chris is well aware of that.
I guarantee you too.
19-4, Clippers off to a huge start here. McCollum almost threw it away. Aminu rises and bingo. A 3 by Farouk Aminu. McCollum.
Wow. Wow.
There is absolutely no conscience at all.
That was Steph Curry-like. New chance for him. New start.
Rivers has it stolen by McCollum. He's on the break. He'll go to the hole, and even that won't. Oh, they're going to give it a goaltend. Ball, a bad pass. Had no chance to get to Griffin. Harkless, 3 ball, bingo.
Shot that with a lot of confidence, didn't he?
Without the basketball. Lead pass to Gerald Henderson. He'll shoot for the lead. The lob, the jam. McCollum to Aminu.
And Lillard must not be well, because he would be in right now.
McCollum for 3, bingo. 2 seconds remaining. McCollum's first 3 of the game. Tied up almost. Plumlee with 1. Get it off in time. Oh, that's a big-time basket with time expiring. Clippers stretch it out to 7 since Lillard went out. McCollum. Down the lane he goes, all the way to the basket, and he scores.
Remember, this guy was a 4-year. The fact that Chris Paul is out creates that opportunity, that void for Jamal to go for those kind of plays.
Henderson is free. Griffin backs off. McCollum mishandles. That left Davis free, and he slams it home. 95-79 Clippers. DeAndre tried to get the swat, couldn't get it. Harkless scores again. He has 15.
A lot of shots that may come into play.
CJ 0 for his first 4 and gets that one to fall. Turnover for Dallas. Alan Crabb for an open three. Got it out of the timeout. And this group, like last night, bringing the Trailblazers back. This has been the case the last few years. Here's Williams, takes it down low. McCollum knocks it away. Up ahead, Gerald Henderson.
And him recognize the fact that
McCollum to the middle, has it knocked away. He saves it to Henderson for three, and that's good. Passed up the three twice. CJ, he spun Dirk completely around and hit the three.
that's worse than a poster, a spin around.
At halftime, if you are the Trailblazers, you'll take it. CJ would love to get off to a good start, and he does by hitting a three. So
Sacramento's a dangerous team.
Myers Leonard and CJ play catch. Myers hoists the three, and he hits that. So 3 straight threes by the Trailblazers.
Dallas and the Blazers are playing passing the ball, and all the new rules put in. Is this what you'd like to see? Whether it be 2 or 3.
Far side CJ, got to keep firing. He does and hits the three.
Yeah.
That snaps a 22-7 Dallas run. Here's Davis, the pick. Here's the re-pick, as Michael said. CJ didn't get open. Davis at the rim lays it in. So they get the quick 2.
Going out so Coach Stott's got to make a decision. Do I go smaller or?
CJ gets to the rim and gets the Blazers on the board. Missing anything lately.
40% from the three. That's Curry numbers.
McCollum hits a three at the other end. Yeah, Paul George. I mean, you look at his last 4 games.
Yeah, that's.
The news is that they've taken 5 more shots than the Blazers. Oh, what a lob to Aminu. Thought he threw it up too high, but Chief says, no, I got it. Be about 3-second difference. Here's McCollum. CJ hits Harkless. He tries another three, and that one is good. Boy, the corner three has been true for Maurice Harkless this season.
It's worth the money here.
Myers pulling LaVoy Allen out of the middle. Couldn't get the three away. Here's a little pick and roll. Myers goes glass, and that's what they can do.
Absolutely.
Leonard thinks about the three.
Yeah, he's got to.
CJ takes the three and hits.
See, it's spread out.
George baseline, lost it. Henderson poked it away. McCollum trying to dig it out. Does. And a loose ball foul is called on Indiana. Back to the Indiana locker room, not walking correctly. Here's McCollum, fades foul line. Good move by CJ, and the Trailblazers have their first lead
on them. You can't put small on it.
Boy, McCollum, a nice job to get that ball. It was deflected. Pacers nearly stole it. McCollum baseline hit. So CJ, nice start to the second half. George threw it away. Boy, once again, pressured by Aminu. Lillard in transition. McCollum stops from 10 and hits.
Nice
timeout, Indiana. Pacers inbounds play. Paul George tries to go to Hill. It's stolen away by McCollum. 3-on-2. Lillard against Budinger, left it short.
Play real strong defense on Paul George. Now he tries to hurry the shot a little bit.
Chief for 3, might as well.
If you're going to play great defense. Boy, Blazers running.
McCollum, Vonleh goes around Jordan Hill and lays it in on the reverse.
Vonleh, you may get more time if you keep this up.
Out to McCollum, got to let the three fly. And it's long, but he gets his own miss. He tries again. Yes!
Money!
They missed the perimeter jump shooting of Myers Leonard. There's no question about that.
Aminu puts it on the floor, gets around Wiggins, and the Blazers get the first points of the game. Limited his minutes in the home opener. Aminu out of the corner for 3, drills it.
McCollum jump, he rejects the ball screen, fakes like he's going to use it, then goes off of it.
McCollum quickly the
right
other
back
way.
At you.
Sam Mitchell wanted to put Kevin Martin on the first unit. Gorgie Jang unable to stop that shot by Davis.
But the fact that he's a threat from out there spaces the floor for Portland.
Long 2 here for Leonard.
When he came into the game, Minnesota's just twisting him up right now, but Cat gets that one stripped.
McCollum with Martin to beat.
Left hand. You got to be refined in your post game.
McCollum.
Talk about refinement. I mean, how beautiful is that? To be able to just come off like that.
Lillard kicks it out. McCollum for 3.
Bottom.
Back in for KG. Vonleh just beyond the free throw line. 20 in the game now for Towns. McCollum over Kmart. Wow. Contested three, and McCollum down here. There's McCollum right on cue.
The way he sprints up those baseline staggers.
McCollum. Myers Leonard drills it, and Portland now with its largest lead of the night. Oh, Levine tracks it down. And then has his pocket picked by McCollum. Lillard from Leonard, then feeds him with the pass.
Good job by Gorgie Jang.
Leonard,
McCollum. Let that happen.
Timberwolves just 2-7 on their home floor. Levine, all kinds of contact. Towns able to come up with it, whips it over to Wiggins for a league.
That can make that claim. Ball was loose. It goes back to Portland. CJ McCollum. The shot clock is dark. 7 seconds remaining. McCollum off the glass.
Beautiful. Challenged as well.
0 for 6 after 1 quarter.
Keep it going. Now, some of those have been challenged, but some have just been missed also. But turnover over the top. Bucks have had a couple turnovers over the top.
Crabbe able to score for Portland.
Bucks have had 3 turnovers on
which is the long-term prosperity and health of the league. So I'm feeling good about our
There's a lot of good for everybody to continue to tap into.
No question.
Yes.
Is there one pressing issue that is on your mind? No whistle. Incidental contact. Jabari stripped. Ball taken by CJ McCollum. He gives it back to Lillard. Good defense by the Bucks. They sprinted back. That's what they are.
Except for a game or two of defensive rebounding to prevent baskets like that right there.
McCollum taking it away. Starting 5. CJ McCollum for 3. He was 3 feet behind. 11 on the shot clock. Bucks swarming defensively, but they can't stop the drive.
Good he is.
He's 3 for 7 on triples. 21 points overall. Another take by Portland.
Turnovers.
Bucks. Ed Davis doing a good job using his body to create space.
And it comes off of penetration, though. You break it down.
Earlier 14 with 11 boards. Lillard wanted the foul. Can't believe he didn't get it. McCollum follows up.
They had 12 at halftime, so they've been better and they're making shots.
Aminu and 1 foul by Giannis. Giannis is upset that he had to do that by himself.
Every time he takes him to the rack against Plumlee. Back to McCollum, good mid-range shooter, and he strikes it.
They depend a lot on their guard.
In disgust. Aaron Smith, the referee, said no foul. Here comes McCollum. Mashes it back out and hits it. In fact, it's interesting. He spent 3 days this past summer.
Give you all those opportunities that often.
Aminu had to give it up. Ball swing outside. McCollum, escape dribble, and he hits it. CJ McCollum has 4. Portland leads 12-6. He was a tough rebounder, boy, and good defender. As Crabbe knocks it down to start the second quarter.
Boy, but you can't sit there and watch.
The second quarter on the floor. Glides inside. Thompson a bobble. Just totally out of sync to start this ball game.
He normally shoots that ball.
At home, so they played very good basketball here, but they have lost 3 in a row, and 2 of those were blowouts. McCollum drains it. He's got it going in front of friends and family here. 2:21.
This has to be a workman half for the quarters, Fred. They got to get down and dirty on defense.
Leonard nurses a 3 and hits it. And they're blowing the Pacers out on the road. Gamblers cough it up. McCollum into deep shooting, so Davis does instead. Quarter. Cunningham guarding McCollum this time. McCollum flares out for 3. Knocks it down. Boy, is he confident, huh?
Yes, he is.
Here with some energy from the Cavaliers. Ball knocked away by Love. Davis inside with the offhand scores it. And Davis has 4. 16-6 response for the home team right now. McCollum a long 3. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Almost lost it. Threw it away though. LeBron James down the floor hoping a Cavalier would be able to break into the forecourt.
But the defense is picking up.
Cannot let off the pedal here defensively. McCollum cut off by Cunningham. McCollum some space, hits the three. Wow. Dellavedova stays attached to Lillard. Cunningham draped over McCollum. Walsh is inside. Nice soft touch. That was a tough shot. The Browns had to play 34 minutes tonight, but they've needed every minute. McCollum, smooth dribble, hits it. He's got 22 points. Take a tough shot. It's short. Tristan Thompson, good D. McCollum got it back. Lillard for three. Doesn't need space and hits a three ball. He's got 33.
He just started playing at a different level of intensity, and everybody picked up.
Here comes McCollum waltzing inside. They'll give it to him. CJ McCollum on a great game in his homecoming.
CJ McCollum also having a very nice year personally, averaging 19 and a half. McCollum raising up and knocks down the three. He's shooting 38%. Career high 14 boards the other night against Orlando. Starting for the injured Tyson Chandler. Quick release by McCollum, rattles it down. A chance to take the lead. The stutter step by Lillard. Swings it out to McCollum. And that great dynamic backcourt combination clicks again.
Conscience. Here's a no conscience to let him.
Here's McCollum.
Oh, we can give him ultra green light.
Portland already with 7 turnovers. Phoenix just 2, but that was one of them. Here's McCollum. Right on cue. Battle for the loose ball. Scramble is on. Finally picked up. And Aminu.
And that led to him having to dive on the floor.
Suns by 4. Here's Aminu from deep. And the Suns by 1. Here's the drive by Knight. He's stripped. Lillard steps right into the 0 for 7 from 3.
Streakiest guy in the NBA. I don't even think it's close.
McCollum falling back. CJ's got 16.
And the physicality of the game in that first half was he was on the floor.
All right, thank you, Kevin, as McCollum drills it from 3. You got to have a TV everywhere now.
Well, the hotel we stayed at. I mean,
that's a big TV.
We had a hotel in the mirror.
That looked like the video screen in Houston. Here's McCollum.
So that's what he's out there for.
McCollum from the elbow, a little fade. That's a sweet shot, too. 7 lead changes. Competitive game. Aminu.
Suns got caught looking at CJ McCollum doing his dribbling show.
But you know, people will remember the 0 for 11.
I don't know where this guy came from, but I'm going to tell you what, he's a player.
No question. McCollum with Knight right on him. And a timely one. With time running out. Oh, McCollum with the steal. Doing it at both with 18. Plumlee's runner no at the buzzer. Here come the Suns. Stolen by McCollum.
That's because Knight, you know, his confidence down, didn't really want to shoot.
Lineup.
Aflalo guarding McCollum. CJ, top of the key, picks up where he left off last night in Phoenix, where he was just on fire in the fourth quarter. And Lillard comes out with it. Cross-court pass to McCollum, who pulls for 3, and it's good.
That iron was kind that time.
That's it. Right. That was it. It was an offensive guard-dominated ball game. Biggest reason why. McCollum from the elbow hits for the Trailblazers. First bucket of quarter number 2. It's 3 of 3 shooting. Here's McCollum once again. CJ takes the bump. Pretty good defense by Galloway, who is right in his face. And Porzingis head back to the table for the Knicks. McCollum, nice crossover. Gained him some space on Galloway. Carmelo on Myers-Leonard, hands it off, pick and roll. Myers goes inside and banks it in over Porzingis. Probably a wise move. Porzingis is a great shot block.
Hasn't tonight.
More for Aminu. Here's CJ, hit from behind, scores the bucket, and he's fouled.
There's the first time Lopez in the second half didn't step up. MB, why doesn't he take every shot? Well, when he's feeling it.
Backdoor, what a pass. Vonleh to McCollum, who was being overplayed in that corner. At 5. McCollum. Isolation, that's his step back, and that one is down. We saw Lillard with the big-time step back. Night here for the Trailblazers, and if you remember, a lot of people were scratching their heads. That guy was red hot in the game. He had 37, and he starts off with a 3, but in that game...
Down really well and start the fast break.
Boy, Evans is really denying Lillard. McCollum gets the 3, hits his second of this first quarter.
You can help off a lot of people to help on the guards, but against when you're checking Davis,
well, CJ doesn't need much room.
No. This quarter has been excellent this year.
Crab to Plumlee. Mason kicks it out. McCollum gets an open 3 and drops his third 3 of the first half.
Inside.
McCollum 12 first half points, led Portland in scoring. Now he's got 14 as going after the rebound. You'd like to see that from your backcourt duo. That pass for Aminu, who puts up a 3 and buries that. They did in the second quarter as McCollum lobs to Mason Plumlee, and they made that alley-oop look very easy. 2 assists in the first 2 minutes for McCollum. That pass just slipped out of the hands, and
when they have this balanced scoring, the Pelicans are really tough.
Nice pass. There's the 3rd assist of the quarter for CJ McCollum to Plumlee. Vonleh, shot clock at 10. McCollum, how about another assist? Lillard says, thank you very much.
Boy, that was just...
Lillard back to McCollum. CJ, lob to Plumlee again.
No! Bring back that McDonald's.
Kind of lingering in the back of your mind. You'd love to chase him out, but they're there. Allen Crabbe, first field goal of the game for Crabbe.
And see how he got a tremendous pick.
22 seconds, Evans, Holiday. Boy, looked like he might have walked. CJ then knocks it away and steals. Shot clock is off.
The NBA draft last June. McCollum just blowing it up. He's having a breakout year. He fades away from Robertson and scores from the elbow.
The 3 on the last possession. That time he said, you know what? I'm going to stay in the mid-range where he's been very successful.
McCollum pulls up and fires over Ibaka, and he scores. McCollum averaging nearly 20 points a game. Shot clock getting deep. McCollum will attack. Ibaka stays down on the pump fake, but McCollum drops another one. He is on fire to start this game, shooting 4 out of 5. Dion Waiters is getting ready to check in for Oklahoma City. McCollum off the handoff and the feed from Plumlee, who set a screen
in the second quarter or till halftime, folks.
Yeah, they're down to nearly 31%. They've had a terrible shooting quarter, but of course, a guy like Damian Lillard can get you hot in a hurry, and that triple for him.
He contest shots.
On the feed, Ibaka meets Plumlee at the rim. That's a strong finish for Plumlee. Your player, Lehigh University, now in his 3rd NBA season. Rocks back and catches Waiters flat-footed. He scores from 3.
A double-double or a near double-double in just, a small amount of time.
Leonard spins and scores. He's trying to feed Cantor, but into too tight a space. McCollum in transition, and that is only his 2nd basket since the start of the second quarter. The Blazers reserves.
You've done a good job. This is good defense here. That shot clock's under 5 seconds. You're happy with that if you're the Thunder. That's a tough make there as the shot clock's expiring, but you making the trail. Blazers work the entire shot clock just to get 2.
Centermen do have each a double-double tonight. McCollum outside for 3 scores.
I don't understand why. He's a pretty good player.
Picked him up as a free agent. McCollum on the run out.
Of Evan with the ball. That's what you need when you're in a fast break situation. Guys to run with you.
CJ McCollum.
Well, this kid is really good.
McCollum will fire a 3, and it's good. CJ McCollum.
He doesn't need a whole lot of room, does he? That leaves openings somewhere else, especially around the hoop.
Backdoor cut by Lillard. And that time, Elfrid Payton. Portland 14. CJ McCollum. That's his 2nd 3 tonight.
But this is always a fun part, and always, was enjoying about it.
3 for CJ McCollum.
own the positions and trying to do the best. And that's why it was kind of great about it. You know, like starters and the guys coming off the bench.
A bobblehead night?
I did, actually.
I thought so. I think I've gotten your bobblehead.
I did, but I think
somehow I missed the glue stick.
It was more valuable than the. That could have been like game 4. They could have tied the series 2-2. And you still have the game 5 at home.
All the Portland players, so big impact there.
CJ McCollum. He got them off to a good start in the first quarter, and he knocks down his first attempt of the third.
Presence to understand where he was on the floor and time.
First 3 tonight for Orlando, and it comes at an opportune moment. Damian Lillard.
The Jumbotron in the arena. It's not like the crowd liked it much at all either.
That's Lillard for 3.
In that category, but then, you know, they finish their defensive plays with rebounds.
There's that backdoor cut. We saw that play executed perfectly in the first half.
Jason Smith just right there.
Oh, there's a steal. Quick hands by McCollum. Oladipo retreats, though. McCollum buries the jumper. LaMarcus Aldridge, though.
Well, they haven't found that one, have they?
No.
Or Nick Batum.
McCollum again. McCollum. There's 2 in the paint for CJ McCollum. He's gotten them from all over the floor. CJ McCollum. Oh, what a night he is having. He is sensational. Point play. But the Magic lead is back to 11. 3-ball by Lillard. Back-to-back threes by Lillard and Aminu.
Big putback there.
3-ball again. Crab this time. It's good. They've made 3 threes in a row.
This is CJ McCollum. Very aggressive with his offense this year. And you can understand why a guy can make it from long range. Ball was broken up on the Wade lob into Whiteside. Another Heat turnover. This is McCollum for 3. Buries it.
Familiar sight there. Heat turnover leads to a 3 at the other end.
Plays late in important games. In ultimate games. Aminu from the left wing. That's good. Al-Farouq Aminu, 6-year pro out of Wake Forest. He averages 11 points a game. We appreciate it.
Well, and the trust factor we talked about in the open.
4 on the shot clock for McCollum, who buries a long 3. The CJ McCollum. And the Fox Sports Sun crew welcome you back. Second quarter underway. The Heat need some better defense. Portland shooting lights out here in Miami. Strung together 6 unanswered points. And Davis, he changed his body language and his shot angle and was able to bank it in. The Heat, who were down by 12 in the first quarter, have cut that lead to 1. Actually, the Heat were down 12 earlier in this quarter as McCollum comes back. Bosh out defending the 2-guard McCollum.
He's pretty good defending perimeter players.
Lillard easily passed Dragic for the jump shot. McCollum. Wade with 6 on the shot clock. Lost his balance and lost the ball. Plumlee puts it home.
Oh, man.
Well, unsettled situation. Portland takes advantage. Shooting. He's buried both his 3s. Miami 10 of 13 from downtown today. McCollum with a 3-point answer.
You know, we talk about it all the time. It's not what you score, it's when.
Both teams double figures with 3s. A second left on the shot clock, and McCollum was one smooth operator there. He now has 15.
That shot by Bosh better that time.
McCollum for the cutting crab. That's twice in a row the Heat have been beat on back cuts. This year, 16 points, 10 boards, 5 blocks. He's been a fourth quarter money player today. McCollum for 3.
Wow.
Now CJ McCollum with a 7-point lead. Second highest scoring game this season for the Heat. Nice move by McCollum. They froze Whiteside and hit the runner even with that sprained ankle.
Shooting it back over his right shoulder, but he's got great touch.
Step back, and that's just a score is what that is. 10th overall pick out of Lehigh 3 years ago. Avoid a sweep of a road trip in the wrong direction. I'm talking about as Allen Crabbe leans and makes it a 3-point lead.
5 3-pointers last time they saw him. Shooting it well.
McCollum gets it away in a hurry over Drew Holiday. 5-101 just about 2 weeks ago in Portland. McCollum again, boy, post. He's talking about a guy with follow through and finish. So you got the bucket and a block. McCollum back in there. And Aminu, same spot. This time it works. Clock where the ball stopped and not a lot of touches again.
Yeah, I mean, they got away with it that time, but that's what makes them so easy to guard when the ball stops. You throw in Ryan Anderson and Anthony Davis, who also good free throw shooters. This team is starting to pick up their pace as far as free throw shooting goes.
Pels are picking it up beyond the arc. Man on the long rebound. Shooter always knows where it's going. You and I talked about that. The guy that took it.
Jen's point, Plumlee only has 10 rebounds.
Myers Leonard.
So he hasn't got a rebound this quarter. Ball movement, spacing.
That's a 9-0 run, by the way. So you let him hang around. McCollum looking for a 2-for-1 and a good take. CJ McCollum. It's not a good shooting night for him.
The Pelicans in the last 3 games plus this game, they're shooting 107 of 124.
Deflection, but it still got there, the fastball to McCollum. Overashik, and we talked about his scoring ability. He's going to be around a long time, folks.
Had him all the way, huh?
Portland did. It'll be the mid-range. CJ McCollum.
Back into some of his youth. He doesn't give it as often, but he does show flashes of why he's great.
Crab fills it up from long range.
Really try to box those two out.
Dellavedova has it knocked away inside. I think it was Plumlee that poked it away. Mason in transition now looks for help. It's CJ open for 3. Rebound. Love had a chance at it. Plumlee gets another steal. McCollum around Love, spins it in. Plumlee tips the rebound to Vonleh, and the Blazers looking to run again. This is the tempo they want and need. Crab open 3, got it. CJ the assist. With Cleveland in July, 5 years, $110 million. I'd be willing to pass up a few shots. I remember yesterday shot was 32%. CJ leans for 3 and hits. Timeout, Cavaliers. And get you right back in the game, and that's what he's hoping to do here. CJ splits the double, floats that one way up over Thompson and down. A beautiful teardrop by McCollum. And then he throws a bounce pass to Vonleh.
Aminu did a terrible job of boxing out.
McCollum down the middle with the left hand.
Boy, he's going right at Tristan Thompson. That's why they put him in there.
Back to Michael in the mall. Hey, go ahead, Michael. What were you telling about Allen Crabbe?
Yeah, Allen Crabbe. The Trailblazers picked up Allen Crabbe for 2 draft picks that they traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Blocked by Plumlee, picked up by McCollum. Not sure if he blocked it. No, he finishes the play.
CJ, Bob Cousy, CJ.
But you're right, it might have been in the cylinder.
It really looked that way.
Aminu takes an early 3 and buries it. So talk about the importance of the first possession.
Now he'll step back.
Gets it back from Plumlee and scores. Mason Plumlee picks up assist number 4 this year. Backdoor, CJ. Aminu in the corner, shot clock at 4. That's a 2, and it's down over Mozgov for the Chief, who's got 12.
Matchup zone out of the timeout. CJ.
What a pass.
Oh, here's a little fight action.
Myers Leonard and Shumpert come together.
Totally, the Lakers and the Blazers have played the most road games this year.
CJ over Varejao out of the timeout.
Kind of found new life with this Blazer team, a more important part of the offense.
And the layup good as CJ McCollum gets Portland going. And that 3 is good. So Portland with a quick start here that George Karl was looking for.
Yeah, this Blazer team shoots a lot of threes, and they make a lot of threes. And not unusual in the league today, but Steph Curry, I mean, who would you put ahead of him right now?
Yep. I would put Steph ahead of him, and you're right. After that, you could have a big debate. 23-15 after McCollum's basket there. They trailed by 8 early. They were down 11-3, and then they caught fire. Now it's 25-23. A high-scoring first quarter.
Twice because he's got it on that second bounce.
And here's McCollum. You know, when you think back, and Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. That's the 10th Sacramento turnover. Nice catch by Curry. Now to Cousins. Slapped away from him. He never really caught it cleanly. Now it's Frazier. Leading 47-46. And again, their story of their first half has really been the three ball, although that is McCollum, who's, what a first half he's having, Jerry. And it's taken by Sacramento, and it's slapped away. And the Blazers get it and call a timeout.
Chasing Crabbe around that screen.
Nice job. McCollum finding Plumlee to tie the game at 53.
Because.
And McCollum has 19 for the Blazers.
Very impressive game thus far by McCollum at Central Arkansas.
And the Blazers make it a one-point game.
Does a nice job sprinting back, getting back in transition.
Well, someone's going to have to guard McCollum. He has scored 21. And a won't fall, and a rebound taken by McCollum, full head of steam. And look at these guys get out on the break, and a big dunk by Mo Harkless. That's the way to run a fast break.
It sure is. And started with a great push there by McCollum. Down that gets switched off.
Leonard, a three ball, and the Blazers with their 9th.
7 of 13 for the game.
Look out. Boy, I'm telling you, that McCollum is impressive. He is doing everything.
He is breaking the Kings down in every way. Yeah, again, perfect shot for Marco, but 1 of 6.
And how about McCollum going glass? McCollum, I'm telling you, Jared. There's McCollum. Nobody can guard him.
Well, I don't know what to say. Bloodletting.
Block shot, Leonard. Here come the Blazers, down 3 points. And Frazier on an absolute perfect setup by CJ McCollum. Block shot will go the other way. Here's CJ McCollum. And that's going to count. And the Blazers just won't go away. Rebound taken by the Blazers. McCollum to Frazier. And it falls through. 3-point lead for the visitors. Now the Blazers are out of position defensively, and Rondo tried to get it to Cousins. That's just not a good pass by Rondo, and that's his 7th turnover. Caspi goes all the way, missed it. Collison, block shot, Kings ball. Timeout. CJ McCollum. And Leonard extends the lead to 4 points. And takes the ball, and Cousins try to come out and play him. He goes right by everybody, but he missed it. But the Blazers with the putback. And look who's there, CJ McCollum. Rondo knocked it away. 2 seconds on the clock. McCollum, well, that's the way he's been going all night. 32 for him, and it's a 6-point game in George Karl. 14 seconds, so you cannot foul here. Well, there's your answer to the ball game. That's why Portland is 31 seconds away from winning.
CJ crossover. And now gets it back from Aminu, and he tries a 3, and CJ McCollum has had it stuck on automatic lately. 35 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists at Sacramento. Aminu finds Plumlee through his hands. He's still able to save the possession to McCollum for 3. Not exactly a conventional fast break or secondary fast break, but they'll take it. Harris, another steal by Vonleh. Quick hands, and McCollum trying to beat Laverne to the rim, spins it up and in.
Will the Thrill has really improved his game.
It was Jokic who followed it in, not Laverne, as Aminu then banks one in for Portland. Shooting 44% this year.
Yeah. Henderson would love to take his man underneath.
CJ for 3, hits that. Blazers 8 3-point attempt. They've hit 4 of them.
Yeah, Harkless is the power forward in this lineup, so he has to rebound.
CJ, hesitation, moves, scores, and he's fouled. Boy, what a take. McCollum, just the little Steve Smith style.
The team that wins that 3-point battle has a great chance of winning this ballgame.
CJ through the middle, quick jumps on Laverne and gets the shot to fall. He has developed a beautiful inside teardrop type shot.
Especially if Will Barton gets in the game. He loves that open court style.
CJ in transition, so good at putting the feet down and hitting on the ball.
He's just so balanced every time he shoots the ball.
That's the best way to put it.
His shoulders are always square.
He gets the steal up ahead. Plum. Crab. Another guy who, when he's balanced, his shoulders are square, as LaCroix could not hide it, so we'll get the name sorted out. Here's McConnell, who's in the truck as well. To Plumlee, who drops it in. Now I have the guys in the truck. Now backs out. Fareed once again. Hesitation move to the middle, flips it in.
Anytime he sees a big guy like Fareed, he had 94 shots against OKC, but they always fade in the fourth quarter.
2 seconds. McCollum puts it up baseline and hits with half a second left. Several other games they've lost closely and coming through their most difficult month of the season with the most road games in a month of the season. CJ cross court to Harkless for another three, and Maurice Harkless, boy, he's making the most of this opportunity with the Trailblazers. CJ is the guy who closed the door in Sacramento Sunday. He's trying to do the same thing now.
Just don't let Denver run out and get an easy.
CJ works against Harris again, pulls up from 15 and hits. Timeout, Denver.
On the night tonight.
And happy to hand out a $50 bill to the Huntsman Cancer Research Foundation from Mountain America Credit Union. Learn more about their community involvement at macu.com. The layup, and McCollum brings it across the timeline. Up and in with two bounces. McCollum 2 early buckets. Aminu did. He's down on the baseline, feeds it back out front. Here's McCollum wide open.
Yeah, he's not going to miss 2 in a row. He missed the first one wide open. Jazz late to get to him on that second three. He won't miss 2.
Side rebound by Leonard, who also just checked in with Davis. McCollum again. He's just going to shoot away.
Yeah, that was a defensive breakdown there.
1 point ball game. McCollum over his shoulder. Leonard has range deep and hits a 3. Myers and Leonard out of Illinois. Withy blocks down that paint inside, and Ingles bails out.
They shoot like that last night. They win the game.
They win that
easy.
game. McCollum back on the floor and picks up. He's in double digits with 12. McCollum on a stop and go dribble over the top. Aminu wide open, gets another 3. The Blazers answer back.
Played them last week. That's their only win in their last 6 games.
Aminu drops down the outside shot.
Here comes Frazier. Brings it out to McCollum. And drops in a 3. That's the first bucket in the quarter. McCollum to Crab. They're going to fire threes, and down it goes, and the foul's on Johnson. Grizzlies and Rockets.
Yep. It's a big week for the Jazz.
Leonard pumps up a jumper, good.
Nice pick and pop for Leonard. He had 2 threes on the first half already.
Kids are your built-in alarm, right?
Absolutely.
McCollum slices inside for 2.
Oh, slowly. Now Portland's cut it.
Point night for Hayward.
Looking at Hayward, 10 rebounds. You know, that rarely he does get that 10 rebound mark, but that's a thing for him, a resolution, let's say, for the new year. Third on his list. He does a good job against the Trailblazers.
Shot clock down to 5. McCollum launches and hits. He's got rhythm, confidence. He's passed 20.
And 8 of 14 last night, so he's hot.
McCollum trying to stay hot. Yep. My goodness, 25.
Well,
the burners are on.
And it's time to deny him the ball.
We're going for a new record tonight. Baseline layup, good. Easy bucket for McCollum.
Too close. Well, Booker's got to close all the way out.
That's where he played his college ball, Allen Fieldhouse. McCollum drives inside. He warded off.
He's good.
Withy that time.
He's
and
good.
Boy, that body of his. He's 6'3", 190, 32 points.
Utah 109-96. There. Crab bottle up. McCollum spin it up and in.
Well, Gala was there.
By 12 fourth quarter. They held Golden State to 12 fourth quarter points. That got him into overtime as CJ is perfect with the angle 3.
That was a great setup.
After the timeout, Blazers come out. Crabbe hits one from the corner to tie it up.
More confident, quicker.
Jumper is good. Coming up January 11th. Make your plans to join us. You can purchase tickets online. Inside, away from his man, is Maurice Harkless, who's come on. Inside McCollum.
See, and the big just steps out and it gets beat inside.
So far at the men's game. That's good. Spread the wealth. It's going to be a foul, and that one drops in. Unbelievable. That's up to 50%. Floater, that's good.
You give McCollum too many open.
If you're wondering why Yusuf Nurkic did not come back in, he's on a minutes restrictor. As the Blazers getting inside again. Boy, I don't have any money left, Doug.
He won't miss 5, that's for sure.
McCollum.
See, there it is again. We said a while ago, this guy, you give him just a little bit of a step.
Out for tonight. Final 4 seconds on the shot clock. And another land.
Switch out, but you switch your 7-footer.
Tickets on sale. January 10th against the Charlotte squad.
They did it again. Another big steps out and he just splits the big.
Wanted that. Denver wants to run on the Blazers, and the Blazers, because Denver played last night.
CJ step back 2, good again. 23 for McCollum.
Here in the period. Oh, look at that. And McCollum swings it. Henderson steps into a 2-pointer. That's good.
He gambled. McCollum broke you down when it got inside.
The line here in the third. But they lead it 77-72. Leonard off the glass, got it.
But you're up by 3, and with the free throws, you'd be up 10. Game's late, Denver's in it. It comes down to defense.
Defense and finishing. There it is. Wide open look.
No one's on.
Wants to go. McCollum. Dribble drive, tough shot, baseline, hits it. CJ McCollum.
Myers has to take him.
CJ turns the corner, looks for help. It's Allen Crabbe. Crabbe down the middle. With Lee draped all over him, Crabbe hit a tough shot. Up as we approach the 1-minute mark, Blazers flirting with a season low first quarter total here. Henderson goes baseline with the right hand, wraps it around and dunks it home. McCollum cut off. And harassed and nearly turns it over. Henderson though picks it up, puts it up from 10 and is fouled. Automation stats roll at the bottom of the screen. McCollum works to the middle, goes with the lefty jump hook and hits it. That is a tough shot.
It was quite a victory for the Beavs.
Blazers get the turnover. Here's McCollum, foul line, hit it. First kind of in rhythm look CJ's had. Dave Yeager calls time. Who normally makes very good adjustments at halftime.
Well,
Lillard takes an angle 3. That's a pretty good adjustment as Lillard gets his first field goal of the game.
7 games, and he had a little rust on him in that first half.
CJ, another look at a 3. That one's home. In the air, they're isolating Green against Vonleh. Good defense by Vonleh, and the Blazers get the steal. McCollum, Lillard tries to work around the middle.
Listen, the Blazers drop back a little bit and protect the rim.
McCollum takes a mid-range 2, and you can see that CJ's starting to warm up a little bit. This month of your season for the Blazers. And then coming home to start a 5-game homestand, and you talked about the danger of a little bit of a false sense of security.
Doing bad. They're 14 for 20. Points in the paint. Both teams have 24. A nice basket there.
CJ McCollum wanted the N1. 7% on the season, missed that one.
Yeah.
CJ steps into a quick 2 and knocks it down over Livingston.
One thing, Klay Thompson can't score on that bench. So.
We don't think. McCollum goes to the rim and gets the lefty off the glass to go down. CJ McCollum. CJ trying to beat the Golden State defense back, goes to the lefty and flips it in. So CJ just 3 of 10, but now 6 points. Tries a 3 around and out. Ed Davis right back to Lillard. He sets up McCollum for 3. That's good. Good extra pass by Lillard. Automation stats rolling by. Blazers sitting Lillard right now. CJ back in there. Here's a corner 3 by Harkless. That's home.
Up a little bit of it. And Lillard is really working hard to stop Curry.
McCollum for 3 right in front of the Golden State bench.
Yeah.
Here's McCollum. Beats Curry down the floor. Looking for somebody to kick it to. That's a pretty good option. Lillard for 3 and he bangs it down.
The Blazers.
The goaltend?
Goaltend.
McCollum off a screen sets his feet. And when CJ comes off a screen with his balance and feet set in the paint, which you almost never see.
Yeah, the Blazers.
So it hasn't just seemed like it. They have had a rough time right at the rim.
Right.
Or in the paint.
Lillard.
CJ to Connaughton at the rim. Puts it up and in.
Yeah, Cantor shoots 56. So both big guys, they'll score around the rim.
Maurice Harkless tries a three in the corner, and that is down. Myers Leonard, the open man. McCollum, Crab, good ball movement. The three is down.
And that may open it up for Crab.
The breaks, throws it up over Cantor. Ed Davis grabs another offensive rebound. CJ going to try it again. That one rims in. Boy, even the ones that are going down. McCollum ends up against Collison on the baseline. CJ backs him out, takes the three, and rims it in.
Yeah.
CJ 2 for 7. Plumlee offensive rebound. That looks for an outlet.
Boy, he does a great job of finding shooters.
And McCollum hits the three. Nice job by Plumlee.
Ball stands. McCollum gets a step on Robertson, attacks the paint and scores.
Back to Westbrook, who's been a distributor. That time had his trip. Blazers 4-on-1. McCollum back to Lillard, and he scores. Timeout, Thunder.
Lillard. Now Durant with his length is capable of checking somebody.
McCollum gets it to fall on the elbow jumper. For three, long, and that will almost do it for the quarter. McCollum, though, steals, tries for the three, and hit it! Boy, a big turnover there for the Thunder, and perhaps...
Just especially against this team. This team can do so much on a missed shot.
Good pick. Davis set it up. Yeah. Boy, nice pick. Rebound, Harkless. McCollum, beautiful step through, scores it. Somehow weaved his way through traffic and laid it in with the right hand. Left, but now it's becoming a factor, 2:45. Lillard takes a deep three and buries it. Turns, saw no better option, let it fly. McCollum grabs, boy, Westbrook nearly got that one. CJ, Crab, open three for the tie!
Oh, that Crab is hot!
Lillard, another look at a three. Good again.
Wow. Lillard time. In the NBA, when Gobert's in there. When he's not, they're not.
CJ at the foul line extended left side. And there's a step behind that. So it was on New Year's Eve. He was terrific.
Yeah, he gets into that foul line.
Myers could do some damage from out here because Utah does not want to come out of that middle to guard it.
No.
It's Portland in April. 36 points. That was in this building as Booker just went crazy. McCollum foul line hits, and that's his sweet spot. But in this, right now, it's decidedly in Utah's favor. Skip pass to Harkless to the rim with the left hand off the glass. Beautiful by Maurice Harkless. This is the second. Aminu grabs the rebound and now peels out in the middle. Sets up CJ for three. Chief with a good decision.
Oh, absolutely.
Season is 16-5 when their opponents score under 100 points. Henderson for three.
Yeah.
The Blazers.
Burke comes in the game. Those three, you have to defend.
McCollum to Lillard in the corner for three. CJ, a beautiful find as Lillard got loose again, this time in. Q dug out of there by Lillard. Up ahead, McCollum dumps to Aminu, who slams it home.
Yes. Defense leads to offense.
Blazer lead is 13, as well as they have played in the quarter. Utah still within striking distance. Crab pulls up from 12 and hits. The lead back to 12. Pick and roll, CJ and Myers. McCollum spins it up reverse style off the glass and down. So probably one of the toughest looks he's had all night. Drops. Keep getting in a position to really push the lead out. CJ goes glass and hits. And Utah calls time. Quinn Snyder
coming back, and
he has played great defense tonight. Myers slips to the rim and gets the assist from McCollum. 12 points for Leonard. Out of there by Henderson, and now he busts out of traffic. 3-on-2. McCollum to Henderson. He scores. That's 8 assists for CJ. We've been talking about Dame all night.
In the crowd, you don't want to do that.
CJ the other way. Elbow jumper.
Yes, you do. Chris Carino, that is Donnie Marshall. Sarah Kustok is also with us. As CJ McCollum starts off the second quarter.
Tony Brown didn't blink, though. I looked right towards him, just to the right of where the shot was taken, and he looked at the clock and basically said, keep playing.
CJ McCollum, a 39% three-point shooter. Larkin, who had 17 against the Knicks, comes up with his first points of the night. Here's Leonard, a three. And Leonard knocks it down, and the Blazers have now made 6 of their 13 three-point attempts. A source of controversy, he hadn't even stepped on the floor. And he drives, and McCollum is able to dunk it. CJ McCollum. Portland has built a 10-point lead here. McCollum, the no-look for Davis, and the lay-in off the window is good, and the Trailblazers have a 12-point lead.
Now you have to square your body up when you're running towards the sideline. That's a hard shot.
Great pass by McCollum to Leonard, and Leonard able to score and push the lead back to 10.
You win.
As much as it hurts me to say, another win for the play-by-play guys.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thanks for the fair ruling as CJ McCollum knocks down a long 2 to start the third quarter. It adds 3 of 9 from behind the arc. McCollum draws a crowd, finds a meter, and he hits on a 3. The 10th of the game for the Blazers.
Whirling dervish type shots, but when he starts the game that way, you start to wonder, are they all going to be off balance?
McCollum just bulldozing his way to the rim. CJ McCollum with 11.
Playgrounds in New York, it groomed me, got me tough. You know, my competitive edge, and I owe a lot to a lot of people in New York in the playground.
Sloan in the move into the front court. Had it stripped, and McCollum knocked it away. Nets give it right back. Nice feed to McCollum, and the runner won't go. Davis deflects it high off the ground, out to Crabbe for 3, and it's good. Lillard, who's got 29 to lead the Blazers, 4 to shoot. McCollum, shot over Ellington, goes down. CJ McCollum. Sloan with a crossover. Pass back is stolen away. McCollum ahead to Crabbe, and Crabbe. Sloan with a crossover. Pass back is stolen away. McCollum ahead to Crabbe, and Crabbe puts the exclamation point on things.
Defense doing a good job of keeping Portland as far away from the rim as possible. They want to operate closer, unable to do so.
Wow. And you mentioned Vonleh has always had the good touch, and he's hit a couple of jumpers now for the baseline. Cannon, who hit a 3 earlier, and he is getting the start tonight, along with Ish Smith. Into the Sixers' rather diminutive backcourt.
Because of Jalil's impact, got to change it up when you have to.
McCollum, it'll count. Hits the deck.
He's able to read defenses sooner and initiate that offense, which leads to mismatches and open lanes, guys.
Kids voting for the All-Star. You're asking a lot of me, Mark.
You could do it. You got your phone right there.
When he grabs the ball in that position, no dribble, keeps it simple, squares up, and knocks it down.
Let's put it this way. Confidence resumed. The time finally, I believe, is snapped out of it.
You know what I liked was Brett Brown against Cleveland kept him in despite the big margin just to help him get his game back. And I thought that's where his resurrection really started.
Cannon, hoping to get some contact. He throws it away. McCollum against Smith. Quite a play by Sampson, but on cleanup duty, Al-Farouq Aminu.
I look at Leonard wearing that number 11 with that size. It reminds me of Arvydas Sabonis.
Oh,
he used to wear 11 and be that size.
But it was Washington's transition game. They really got out and ran the break.
They had a 25-point lead in that game here, nearly blew it. And they're going to have to snap out of it here. Off the screen, another basket. Leonard is open, and he hits again.
It's interesting. We're starting to see a lot more activity defensively. Tried to force that thing in there, and there just wasn't enough opening.
Lead of the day. What a comeback, though. Pretty shot off the glass, and the foul will send CJ McCollum to the line.
1 of 8 shooting this quarter for Washington.
And they have outscored the Wizards 16. passing the ball the way the Wizards do. Randy Whitman wants another timeout. He's in his previous 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy with tremendous range, unlimited almost. He showed it tonight.
Sessions had his pocket picked on a nice play by Alan Crabb. They go back to him and he lays it in. Crabb for Davis. But they've done a good job of moving the ball around and finding the open shooter.
To make up a little ground on the Utah Jazz in 8.
Well, Utah lost tonight.
Sure did, and Plumlee with that dynamic athleticism.
In transition, but this team rarely runs.
Teague had his shot blocked. McCollum in transition. Got it. And Mike Budenholzer wants to talk things over. McCollum with a tough step back.
I tell you, he's a professional scorer, Mark. We mentioned defense. Jonesy, as Davis gets his layup to go. Portland had 1 point, gotten to another level after being down, 11-4 to start this ball game. They have created some pressure and made it difficult for Portland.
Harkless with the finger roll. He couldn't catch.
That Coach Budenholzer wants to see Jeff Teague. He goes there. Ed Davis has to come over as McCollum gets the mid-range J to go.
Plumlee picked up those 2 early fouls back in the ball game. Kick to the corner, and CJ McCollum going to try and bring him back into this game. Missing again at the rim. McCollum in transition. Boy, he is starting to percolate. CJ on the move. Off the mark, and Lillard with the hit ahead to McCollum.
Both teams struggling from behind the arc. 2 of 8 for Atlanta. McCollum getting it going after a slow start.
The roll. McCollum with the step back on the baseline, and he's still sizzling from that first half. The cut for the final 30 of USA Basketball senior men's national team in terms of going to Rio. And tell you what, the way that McCollum's shooting.
Thunder team that made a run to the finals 2 years ago against Miami.
McCollum with a mid-range jumper, good.
This guy.
McCollum going to go to work against Schroeder. Good defense by Schroeder, forcing a tough shot. Didn't matter. McCollum out there just slaying right now. Schroeder lost it. He's just 5 of 15 after that miss. Aminu. High floater is good. And it's back to a 1-point game. He's got 12.
See if they get McCollum going. Just 0 for 2, has not scored here in the 4th.
He goes right to the cup and finishes.
Asking you shall receive.
Active hands by the Hawks defensively. McCollum forced one up, and it's been that type of night for him.
He's traded to the Lakers for a future 2nd-round pick, which in the NBA is always code for, here, you can have him.
Yeah, that's right. And it's amazing.
Offensive rebounds. Noah was 1 year old and 2 months when Kobe debuted in the NBA.
Yeah, that's points a game on fast breaks.
CJ to the rim. What a fake on Lou Williams to free him up.
Lou, pick it up. You left something back there.
About another 3. Kobe had to rush out on him. That leaves people open. Now it's CJ for 3. Wow, they're firing tonight.
Yeah.
4 of 7, the Blazers from behind the arc.
Rebounds, defensive rebounds, sets good picks.
Hibbert inside, ball was deflected. It was intended for Hibbert. Here comes Henderson. Out to McCollum. He's this year. CJ. Nice move. He got Russell in the air on a little head fake, and we've talked about his efficiency.
Good in warm-ups.
Ryan Kelly is on McCollum. He comes around, uses a pick, and then bangs it down from the top of the key. And
double teamed and took the ball.
CJ back in there. Plumlee to the rim again. This time scores it, and he's fouled. He wanted to dunk it again. No. Now here comes CJ. Full head of steam. Dumps it to Vonleh, and he lays it in. Nice job by Noah Vonleh to find that open window and slide in. Lillard looking for a pick from Plumlee. Dame. CJ, open 3. Hits that.
Boy, why they dropped, they completely filled the middle in F's, and that's who's on Kobe, Aminu.
Pick and roll, Plumlee from CJ. Gets the bucket and the foul. First half and earned it.
Well, he's setting picks. He's handling the ball more.
McCollum fades foul line and hits. That mid-range foul line, elbow area foul line. Kobe, the leading vote getter in the NBA All-Star game, his 18th All-Star appearance. So McCollum hits again, this time over Hibbert.
Lillard was in there. He just made a lot of tough shots.
CJ steps back.
Like that.
And he hits.
The offense looks a lot better.
Stripped away and stolen by Ed Davis. Up ahead is CJ by himself. Now he gets the catch and the dunk.
Said at the start of the ball game, he has not played a lot of minutes, Nick Young.
McCollum gets to the middle and lays it in. CJ with 28. Double overtime loss. What a game that was.
Oh, it really was. Super game.
Plumlee takes it to the rim. Cousins rears back a little bit. Cousins fouled out last night when he got to 56.
Pace of anybody in the NBA. They get up 87 shots a game, but they give up 87 shots a game. So they like the game up and back and forth.
3 for 3 is Cousins at the free throw line early. You mentioned how many times he gets to the line. Here's CJ trying to draw Cousins out. Cousins stays inside, and McCollum says thank you very much.
He might be able to muscle him.
Steps back. Yes, they still want the 2 for 1. It's that valuable to him. And Henderson thought, if I'm going to get the open shot, I'll get us the 2 for 1.
After 1 quarter, so that's a lot of points.
Alan Crabb over Collison. Took a rhythm dribble and hit a kind of a tough angle shot on the baseline with Collison in his face.
Take a lot of chances. So far, they haven't.
CJ leans in for 3 and rattles it down.
You know, it just depends on how much offensively the other team.
Boy, how did McCollum find his way through that crowd and then banked it in. The Kings do not have a foul to give. CJ crossover on Anderson. Now foul line. Leans back, steps back, and hits. Crabb the near steal. Collison, then Crabb does steal it. Crabb out to CJ. Nobody out to guard him. McCollum passed up to 3. Crabb buries the 3, and CJ the assist. Myers zips it back to McCollum. He floats it over Cousins and scores. He faked the pass to Henderson, and that kind of froze the King defense inside. Ed Davis denies Cousins. McCollum. Henderson for 3. Good! Timeout, Sacramento.
Yeah, Blazers don't have to be in any hurry.
CJ, boy, he got it up quickly on Cousins.
Jeremy Lin tonight, he's injured.
CJ, what a pass to Crabb. How did that find its way to Allen? It's from the left block, basically. CJ threw a bounce pass.
And the other big guy not playing for them, he's going to play.
Myers.
Yeah.
Little floater from the foul line is home, and another good assist. Allen might have gotten away with that one as Nick tried to rush a 3 to get the foul and didn't. CJ for 3. Got it.
Yeah. So he never got to play his natural position.
Good hard rebound by Henderson. Oh, McCollum goes to the left hand and spins it off the glass, weaving his way to the middle. Lillard up off the bench. CJ pick and roll. Plumlee flips it up and in. Nice job to gather by Mason Plumlee, who's got those great hands. Shot clock down to 4. He fought the clock a few times in this game. CJ tough to hit it. But that's, again, a testament to Charlotte's defense because Portland doesn't fight the shot clock very much normally.
Blazers are going to have to do this right here.
Once again, shot clock down to single digits, down to 3, and CJ once again beats the shot clock buzzer.
This Clifford team last year, he started to shoot 3s, but
CJ once again drives down the right side and scores. Nick 1 of 9, perhaps pressing a little bit.
Yes, he is.
CJ having a nice quarter, stops at the elbow, hits again.
Wow. Look at CJ looking for Lillard.
He's double teamed. Oh, nice pass. Somehow gets it to Aminu, who scores, and he's fouled. CJ trying to break down Roberts, pulls up left elbow. Boy, that is just his money zone.
Money!
And Charlotte calls time. Tough pass and a good catch by CJ. Now to a little pick and roll. Myers puts it up and good, and that's another assist for McCollum, his 5th.
97 a game, so they don't score a lot of points.
Pick and roll. Plumlee up and under this time. He gets it down, and a nice setup by CJ McCollum. Aminu passes up to 3 this time. Again, draws a crowd. They are double teaming on every drive. McCollum finally gets single team, goes to the rim, scores, and he's fouled. 6 for the year. McCollum knocks it away from Middleton. Lillard sets up CJ for three, and it's home. That's transition offense, Trailblazers style.
Now they're not rebounding so far.
Blazers have the Bucks spread out as CJ, ooh, beautiful crossover, hits the little fade.
You know when he comes off on that.
Aminu says, give me that.
Oh, he played that perfect.
CJ, Lillard lays it up and in.
Oh, nice pass, nice layup. Should shoot a three-pointer.
McCollum and Ed Davis play pick and roll. Davis rolls, gets it at the rim, and dunks it, and he's fouled. Beautiful pick and roll there.
That's why he's in the game, to help with the three-point.
CJ tries the middle again, goes to the near side, and lays it up and in.
Bayless got back picked. Right. But it does seem that he's played a lot of...
Oh, that pass by Vaughn meant for Bayless and stolen by McCollum. Monroe has to foul.
Excellent defense.
Aminu got off to that hot start. Here's CJ from Plumlee for three. Good find by Mason Plumlee.
Outside since Greg Monroe's out of the game.
CJ, oh, what a pass to Ed Davis. With the left hand, puts it in. Didn't think he was going to Ed Davis. Looked like he was trying to zip that to the corner.
And then getting the ball up immediately.
Lillard being pressured by Carter Williams. Dame across the middle. Another three-pointer. This one by McCollum is down.
Well, the Blazers...
CJ now with 20.
Now you're finding out why Greg Monroe is number 3 in the NBA.
And that shot blocked from behind. Knocks out Myers Leonard. Now zips it ahead. McCollum puts it on the floor and banks it in. Timeout Milwaukee. Take as many threes as the Blazers do. McCollum saves that pass that came through the middle. Here's a pick and roll. Plumlee at the rim, scores, and he's fouled. Scola picks up the foul of the month for the Eastern Conference in January. Big reason why is the Raptors went 12-2 in January. McCollum drops the three, the assist to Lillard. Pokes it away. It's scooped up by Lowry. He walks to the middle. That's poked away. 3-on-2. CJ lobbed to Harkless through his hands. On to Plumlee.
Once again, Scola. Aminu had beaten him down, but they didn't see him.
CJ, foul line jumper good.
Now the foul line jumper will be there. Game.
Gerald Henderson, he lets a three fly and hits.
Once again, find that three-point shooter.
The Toronto lead back to 11.
Aminu that time, see, he's not used to playing that post position.
CJ, so good at a variety of shots.
And in time. You've got to hustle and get to those guards.
CJ, nice job to poke to the corner. That kind of little misdirection. That wasn't the way the play was designed. I'm just thinking safe.
Everyone kind of stopped and waited.
Lillard turns the corner looking for an outlet. It's CJ for three. Good.
There it is once again. Lillard goes in the middle. Opportunity to get into that lead.
McCollum. Defended well by Ross. Top of the key. CJ hit it. He's got 16 now. Allen Crabbe scoops it up. Blazers with numbers. Crabbe. McCollum. CJ had trouble with the dribble. Still hit the shot.
Boy, and they get right into your uniform immediately.
CJ dug that pass out that was low and hit the three.
So this is the second in a row for the two teams to play here in Houston. They'll play in Portland for a couple of times coming up here pretty soon.
Lillard just creates so much tension.
Turnover Houston. McCollum, Portland. Harden float that up for Dwight, but it looked like he was surrounded by Trailblazers. They're doing guarding the perimeter, huh?
A little bit.
Oh, Rockets had 16 threes in the last game. You better guard the perimeter on Portland, too.
That's where you got to be smart. Every possession counts.
McCollum takes it inside for two. How did he get that to roll up and in? See if they can get this half over with. Three-pointer from the corner. Got it by McCollum. It down low. Dwight made him change the shot. Good rebound by Harden. In a hurry. And another turnover as McCollum gets it right back. Gets to the basket. Lays it up and in. Beautiful move by CJ McCollum. Lillard got the miss. The ball bounced on the floor and went all the way back to him again for a McCollum three.
CJ McCollum with the basketball, trying to get around Pat. Good defense, and it goes anywhere. Sometimes an offensive player is just too good. Marcus taking it inside, got slapped on the arm, no whistle.
The one thing you got to do is hold that defender behind you.
21 turnovers by Houston now as Henderson puts up the jumper.
Steals, so valuing the ball tonight is going to be critical.
Nice little cut from Lillard. It sets up McCollum. Does he get the roll? He does. Per game, which would tie him for the third most seasons of that kind in NBA history. As Aminu cleans it up, such an active player.
Well, you see more teams now. Yeah, he's actually grown into being a little bit of a point guard. He's always been a scorer, but CJ McCollum's doing a much better backing up Damian Lillard.
And finds Crabbe here, halfway down. No, Leonard, 17 points.
Oh, he and Harden are 12 of 14. The rest of the team is 1 of 10.
McCollum cans the jumper. Houston in front of Portland. McCollum weaving to the rim, will flip it home.
So you get Dwight Howard in that middle pick and roll, and if he doesn't come out. I had an opportunity to do that when I was coaching in Detroit, to coach the All-Star team, one of my great thrills.
McCollum banks it home. 4 on 2. Lillard, the cut and dish. McCollum, the 3.
Another points off turnover.
9-1 Houston run. Leonard trying to redirect, will take it himself and finish. Nifty and nimble.
Blazers beat this Utah team with Gobert and Favors in Utah early in the season, then lost to him without those two guys as McCollum hits the 3, the assist to Lillard.
Got to play them. You don't play Gobert. He doesn't shoot outside. This is the guy you play.
Rodney Hood short with the jumper, and the ball out of bounds to Portland. Favors was inside, but he was matched in there physically. Went off of Favors. Utah's initial defense now much more effective against Portland. They've had a couple of good defensive possessions. McCollum, that was good defense. That was just a good shot.
Yeah.
Shot a game, but he has a tremendous amount of jumping ability, and obviously he's very tall at 6'11".
McCollum, tough shot over Neto.
Boy, they're really pushing the Blazers out, and Gobert is...
Ed Davis works his way loose around Burke inside and scores.
This can stay with Lyles or Booker, so the Blazers are way better off going smaller.
Ed Davis swoops to the rim and scores the assist to McCollum.
Now the Blazers out of the timeout. Let's see if they can go back to Gobert.
CJ for 3. Yeah. Out of the timeout. A nice play call, as you often see. Blazers with under a minute left now. Try to get a 2 for 1. CJ pick and roll with Vonleh. McCollum dunks it down the middle.
Yes.
The rebound is claimed by Aminu, so perhaps it backfires now, although Utah could foul him again. CJ goes baseline and scores.
Yeah.
Kicks it off, Vonleh. Now Portland getting the ball popping around the perimeter a little bit. CJ for 3.
Yeah.
That's 5 straight Blazer threes. Harkless grabs it. Now they reset. McCollum thought about the 3. Henderson goes baseline and scores.
And he got hit on the head.
Missed on some good looks as Trey Burke drives to the middle and threw it away. McCollum was there. CJ trying to spin Booker around. Oh, nice move. Lays it in. Good looks as Trey Burke drives to the middle and threw it away. McCollum was there. CJ trying to spin Booker around. Oh, nice move. Lays it in.
Boy, he did spin him too. He put him in the whirlpool.
And the shot clock was winding down. Blazers had played good defense. Oh, CJ, what a crossover on Hood. Gets to the middle and goes up and under again. Plumlee back to the hot man Harkless. He tries to go back to Plumlee. He's got to clear the lane and does. McCollum takes the 3 and hits.
Wow.
Boy, what patience by the Blazer offense.
You're not kidding.
Shelvin Mack trying to keep Lillard from getting the ball. McCollum goes to the right side. Beautiful layup on.
When Levine gets in there, you'll see he is playing a lot better.
Here's McCollum, foul line jumper. First field goal for the Trailblazers. And made 3-pointers.
Yes.
Oh, Blazers try to rush it down the floor and go to Plumlee. They turn it over as Towns gives it back to the Blazers.
Shouldn't take a lot of threes. They only average 6 a game.
McCollum into Pekovic, scores, and he's fouled. Strong drive as McCollum saw the opening. And
they brought him in just to run the team because Levine wasn't doing a good job.
Ed Davis gets the catch. It was a tough catch. He scores and he's fouled.
So to around 80, so it's turned the tables to this so far.
Andre Miller with the turnover as CJ McCollum steps in front and takes it away.
Back in there, so he would go on Towns and all Towns moves.
CJ across the middle beats Towns to the other side of the rim and lays it up and in. 7 first-half points for CJ McCollum. High pick coming from Myers-Leonard as CJ is now in isolation against Rubio. And that's a long 2. CJ had a foot just inside the line. Bill Spooner wants to look at that.
He's so much more athletic than most 2 guards.
CJ for 2.
Yeah. But on the other hand, CJ is very difficult to match up with also.
Get the ball. Shot clock at 5. CJ turns the corner on Wiggins. Now steps back with a tough shot. Wiggins right in his face. And McCollum, who never needs much room to get the shot off. McCollum cut up on the baseline by Wiggins. Now gets a nice pick from Plumlee. Takes it inside and lays it in.
They have 2 big guys in there.
3 seconds for McCollum. Puts it on the floor. Tries to get around Jang and does with the left hand. Spins it off the glass and beats the third quarter buzzer.
More can you ask of a rook?
CJ turns the corner to start the 4th. Can't get the lay-in, so goes to the opposite side and hits. Back-to-back.
So everybody did their warm-ups in the dark, and we got lights just before tip-off. Plumlee. Jason Plumlee. Better scores in our league. Lillard, a 3 against the clock.
Well, we talked about it. The Grizzlies have to guard the perimeter.
Gasol trying to set his screen to free Lee, and Courtney turns it over. Would have been a shot clock violation anyway. Fast break opportunity. Plumlee trails and finishes. Trying to set his screen to free Lee, and Courtney turns it over. Would have been a shot clock violation anyway. Fast break opportunity. Plumlee trails and finishes.
And would say matriculating.
Matriculating into the game, yes. Ed Davis.
You let Ed get to his left hand around the board.
McCollum. Finish by Al-Farouq Aminu in his 6th season out of Wake Forest. They've had a real run of home games. This is only their 2nd road game in the span of 5 weeks. And they're doing it with Lillard on the bench at the moment. McCollum. Wow. Aminu. McCollum. Top shot from CJ McCollum. Back away. 11th Portland turnover. Barnes to an open area. Misses connections with Chalmers, and McCollum takes it the distance. Portland cannot run out the clock. Grizzlies don't have a foul to give. McCollum flares it out. Long 2. Put it in.
Got time.
Henderson again. Randolph's got his mean face on, by the way, and now a steal by McCollum. Can Conley run him down? Can't. Grizzlies, a lot of open floor turnovers ending up against Dallas, but lost, trying to avoid a similar fate tonight. Can they crank up the defense? McCollum fades and hits. So McCollum now coming alive. Portland only 1-4 when the final margin is 3 or fewer points. McCollum forced into a fadeaway, put it in.
Great shot.
Grizzlies 7-2 when the final margin is 3 or fewer. It's a 1-possession game. It's a 1-point game. McCollum weaves his way and hits the floater. Portland has the first lead of overtime.
When McCollum's been driving to the basket.
McCollum with a fadeaway. And CJ McCollum has Portland up 4. Ron. Randolph against Davis. Double teamed. It's tough sledding. McCollum, another leaner. Good again. CJ McCollum has absolutely taken over the overtime. The Grizzlies have no answer. 21 for McCollum.
And he doesn't try to do things, but they start the game by having a guard back pick, and he's wide open.
Pick and roll. The centers go back to back.
They're number 1 in assists. So they really do a great job of that.
McCollum drops down the 3. He's 9th best in the NBA in terms of three-pointers made. That is number 126 on the season for him. Aminu tries to pick and roll with Vonleh. Nothing open. You talked about Golden State being such a good fast break team. Funny how the good defensive teams usually are. Oh, rebound Harkless. Blazers get it up the floor quickly. Allen Crabbe, no hesitation, and he drills another one.
In favor of the Blazer bench tonight.
McCollum, Ed Davis at the rim, scores, and he's fouled. Livingston got him on the arm, and Fizz Ed takes a long stare at his beautiful bicep.
Very often. Yeah, Harkless turned his head for just a second.
Henderson, mid-range 2, and he knocks it down. Boy, is he shooting with confidence. We talked about Crabbe with no hesitation.
I'm telling you, to me, he's the MVP. Last year, he was the MVP of the NBA Finals.
Oh, McCollum, what a move, and he reverses it in. Somehow weaved his way through traffic and then finished. And holds in the corner, and now Green. Tries to go to Thompson. It's stolen away by Aminu. Aminu ahead to McCollum, who lays it up and in. That was tougher than it looked. Shot clock at 10. Plumlee and Bogut, we told you before the game, they likely wouldn't play a lot, either one of them, and they haven't. As McCollum lets Curry fly by and then hits the shot.
Their team, he can post up. He's big enough, strong enough. He's got a great turnaround jumper.
CJ for 3.
He's physical enough when Klay Thompson starts his move around the pick.
Plumlee floats it up foul line and hits.
Out and try to increase the tempo of the game. They haven't gone small yet.
McCollum, a runner, top of the key.
People don't think Curry can play defense. He plays excellent defense.
And so does McCollum. He comes around and steals, then spins away from traffic up in the air. And then McCollum loses that ball to Iguodala, but steals it right back. And saves to Davis. Crazy exchange.
Now they have to get it up.
Inside, Harkless scores at the rim.
That's what you do. They have a game with the Clippers tomorrow night. We see
CJ hits the long 3. Step back over Spates.
Yeah, you did the right thing. Pull it back and see what you got.
Lillard for a career high. Yes, sir!
Wow!
46!
Go for it all!
In that quarter, they were 14 of 16, the Blazers. The Warriors 7 of 15. That's a plus 11 in field goals attempted in one quarter.
Immediately, that'll be something new that the Blazers are trying.
McCollum off balance, hit it from the elbow. The variety of shots we've seen from CJ McCollum. State win on Friday, then they had the huge division battle against Utah. McCollum gets it for 3 from Aminu. Nice unselfish pass from Al-Farouq Aminu. One yet. Blazers have taken 4. That's their game. Here's McCollum. Steps inside the double. Floats it up long. Got his own miss and follows it in. There's that offensive rebound you were looking for. I'm not sure that was the reasoning, but here's McCollum inside. Kicks it out to Aminu. Back to CJ for 3, and he hits it. Al-Farouq Aminu.
That's mainly Thomas Robinson will hit the offensive board every time, and sometimes he doesn't get back on defense.
Oh. Well, CJ's been set up by Aminu a couple of times. Brown doing a nice job.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot more playing time since Tony Brown took over. As
McCollum to Crabbe for the 3 in the corner. Fight to the offensive glass once again by this Nets group. McCollum goes all the way across the lane, and just when you think it's an impossible angle for him, and here comes CJ the other way. Henderson full head of steam around Bogdanovich, and he banks it in.
Great pass by CJ once again. He can shoot off the pass.
It always seems, and I know this is cliche when you talk about scoring guards as Henderson hits, but with CJ there's
the ball game there. Brooklyn's offense changes completely.
CJ for 3, angle 3 again, 18 first half points.
If Davis has any trouble at all, it's against the big, strong post.
Oh, look at the pass from McCollum. Set up the pick and roll. Ed Davis rolled and became open.
Twice in a row came down.
Lillard to McCollum. He tries a 3 in the corner. CJ to the rescue. He's got 21.
Half court set for Brooklyn with a bad shot.
McCollum floats it down the middle as he picks up right where he left off. 23 now in the game.
The offense.
But at about the same time of the game Sunday against Utah, that's when Lillard started doing that. Aminu, a strong drive across the middle while he's being bumped, puts that in off the glass. And has time. Now 1 second. CJ, length of the floor, lays it up and in, and he's fouled. Hangs, no. Good defense by Henderson. Picked up inside, stripped away by McCollum. And then CJ's fouled by Bogdanovich. Sorry, Coach, go ahead.
No, it's all right. Brook Lopez has played a ton of minutes in this game.
It's the first game of 9 consecutive road games.
Crabbe will go in a minute.
McCollum, elbow 2, good. 29 for CJ, and the Blazers retie the game at 93. Back to McCollum, who's at the hot hand tonight. CJ, top of the key over Lopez, hit it! McCollum wanted the and one. He's got 31.
Up score.
Lillard down low, Plumlee. Spots an open McCollum. He tries a 3, got it!
Wow.
Beautiful look out by Plumlee to find the open man.
And the Rockets by 1. Just underway here in Portland. Here's McCollum. Off balance shot from the baseline. Tough shot. Shot clock to 5. McCollum splits through, sets it up. Plumlee with the jam. Ariza's off on that shot. And here's a 2-on-1 for the Blazers. McCollum able to hit on the pull-up.
Really a good offensive burst here by the Blazers over the last 2 weeks.
Now McCollum comes in and fills it up.
8-point lead for the Blazers. We're early second. McCollum comes straight away. What a beautiful touch.
Trying to make the most of it with his positive attitude.
Beverly on that foul by the Rockets. Here is Leonard for 3. Started the season in the starting lineup. Terry Stotts staying with the combination of McCollum and Henderson. Beautiful move off the dribble by CJ McCollum, who now has 11 points. Good back tap by Plumlee to set this possession up, and McCollum able to drill it. For Plumlee. Again, the ball movement. McCollum plays it on a deflection and hits from downtown. Timeout called by Houston. Blazers have Lillard and McCollum in the backcourt. McCollum. Nice move. Made the catch along the baseline. It appeared that he was going to throw it back out.
The Rockets.
Nice setup from McCollum. Able to get it to Noah Vonleh to have his difficulties, although he was able to rebound that missed shot. Here's McCollum. It is a 6-point Houston lead. Back, led by James Harden in the second half.
I am stunned too. This is why it was a big game. As Lillard knocks down a 3. But it's a big game for Portland. 5 games in 7 nights.
McCollum goes to work as Lillard gets a rest. Henderson fires the jumper and scores. He's big and strong now. He didn't look anything like that. Henderson scoring on a nice hard drive from left to right. Leonard. McCollum bounce to Leonard, raises up, scores, and that's the area that he's really improved in. Ford is sent out into the crowd. It's 5 against 4. Crabbe loads up a 3 and scores. And Fred's going to get a timeout. And right by everybody. McCollum, he stops and pops and scores. That's Darren Brooks. Oh, and there's Crabbe loose and the layup. Still real action. Hooks in a 3. Timeout, Fred Hoiberg. Without Lillard, McCollum has had a horrific game. There's Crabbe, and he drains one. McCollum has had an unbelievable breakout year.
Get himself going a little bit. I mean, it was a tough game for him the other night against Charlotte, so he needs to keep going because, you know, Marvin Williams was making those 3-point shots.
Lillard against Hill. Ellis over to help. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, you can't. Pacers made a mistake. Yeah, Frank is going to make sure they get that clear.
137 points against Golden State. That was the night that Lillard had 51. And Davis with a left hand. They have a game-high 14-point lead. That was off when he launched it.
You got to run.
McCollum lobs it up. Leonard puts it through.
Yeah, for a big guy, he can get out and run. That's the thing that Leonard does exceptionally well. That's why I say you got to run.
Advantage here. That's a turnover. Hill tried to get it to Buttinger. And McCollum, basket and a foul on Jordan Hill.
Yeah, on that one, Monte Ellis thought he had a chance to get it.
Preview the boys state tournament that starts this week with the sectionals. And then the finals culminate here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. And there's CJ McCollum, third quarter.
And that comes with, hey, Chris, the first 6 minutes, the Pacers had 23 points.
Right.
I mean, so they got off to a great start, and they went 18 minutes before they scored their next.
In the second half of the year, led by Damian Lillard.
They're making a run for it.
Ellis inside, no foul. And Frank Vogel
That's foul. Oh!
A situation, you cannot trade baskets with this Portland team.
No, offensively, they're just too good that way. I mean, you can see they're able to get the ball right at the rim, and those were the two bigs. And so a lot of that's changed, but that's just the way the game has changed. I think a lot of you see has been what Golden State has done, and particularly what you see when you look at.
The Pacers had scored 8 straight, had taken a little bit of momentum, and now McCollum for 3.
I mean, the other problem you have, Chris,
mid-post and posting up more. McCollum dribbles free and nails the jumper.
He's got a pretty jumper.
Here's McCollum.
He's the only starter out there for the Blazers.
It's inside. Oh, beautiful adjustment from McCollum. Recently, the Wizards or Bullets, when he played there, obviously, retired his number 10 there. He's retired number 15 here. Nice pass inside to Harkless. McCollum with a hand in his face nails the 3.
Callum has been pretty mediocre.
See Porzingis start from kind of like a mid-post area to use his height. Oh, McCollum.
They get loosey-goosey after that previous shot.
McCollum. That's 7 straight points for CJ McCollum.
Here in the third quarter. Then McCollum, who is Lenny Ruffin, goes back door this time.
Nice pass from Plumlee.
Yeah, he's hoping they can close the last minute and a half.
Oh, McCollum stops on a dime, knocks down the jumper. He's got 11 points in the period.
Penetrates, he's going all the way to the hoop. He's not going to stop and pop.
McCollum kicks it out to Crabbe, and Crabbe hits the 3.
Per game, the Knicks are around 7 threes per game. See that shooting off the dribble. Usually a guy, when this league, when they go, they're going all the way, but these guys are stopping and popping.
The All-Star team, if it wasn't for Kobe Bryant in his final year and getting in there as McCollum knocks that down. Lillard has made 2 All-Star teams. And the Knicks certainly need to upgrade that position. There's no question there. McCollum knocks down the 3-pointer. And Kurt Rambis calls timeout.
McCollum keys it up, knocks it down. McCollum to Plumlee for 2.
That's a nice pass. Wow.
Charlotte. Wesley Matthews also not on the team anymore. But McCollum hits. Lillard have been doing that for quite a while now. McCollum gets in the paint, gets 2. Boston with their first lead of the night. McCollum gets it right back.
Wow.
Who has some range. Celtics good defense. Leonard knocks down a 3. Henderson, Harkless out there for Portland. McCollum. Wow. Knocks down the 3. He hasn't missed a shot. He's 5 for 5. He's got 13 points. Bradley again. Jerebko trying to take it to the basket. Gets it to Smart. Knocks down a 3. Busted by 9 in the ball. Near steal by Plumlee, but Johnson gets to go the other way. Gets it taken away on the drive. Gets it back. So
Raptors scored 59 points, a starting backcourt, and 48 points for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah. And there was the Scola foul that didn't get called as well a moment ago. McCollum, elbow jumper over Powell.
Rod, Mo, Pete, and Leo. At halftime, here's Henderson, and we know the history of Gerald Henderson. Ed Davis, Bismack, second chance, McCollum, the 3, good. He has been
Terrence Ross a little slow on the closeout.
Thompson played at Ryder, 8th season in the NBA, 7 with Sacramento, and the bucket is good. Pro, and he gives you every ounce of what he has. Turnover here.
He comes up. He's got a lot of the shots under his belt. He's not going to be hesitant whatsoever.
Minu.
He's got to call that one.
It over to Kyle. Raptors lead 65-56. Kyle on a kick out that's stolen away by McCollum. Powell hustling back. But Aminu trailing in a slam dunk.
Got to be physical here and there.
Lillard splits the double, finds McCollum, driving kick, and the three is good. McCollum with 15. Up top, McCollum now. Powell trying to guard him, and McCollum has his game. Wow. Throws made.
Perfect tonight. 15 of 15.
And Crab on the inside, 3:45 left. He doesn't wait for anything.
Well,
entry pass down low.
I'll have to consider. He's going to meet with the committee about it and see if we decide to.
The committee of one. Game 2 of a 7-game homestand. McCollum at the elbow. Jumper, good.
Well, that backcourt, 50 points.
No timeouts left. McCollum, Lillard, great, go.
Maurice Harkless checks in. He's been good off their bench as well. McCollum has Steve Blake on him, drives and gets the deuce.
It's hard to defend him in that area.
McCollum gets inside, dishes, and Harkless gets another Blazer triple, 5 for 12 from downtown. Leonard screens for McCollum, who rises and guns, and it goes. Myers Leonard hands to McCollum, gets the bounce back, squares up and guns, and it goes.
It's good two-man basketball that time, and recognition on the part of McCollum.
Hasn't missed a shot from anywhere, 41-25. Rising and jamming is McCollum, and to play in the first half. McCollum from downtown drains it. He has 9, and now it's only an 11-point lead. They had back-to-back 30-plus games. That's amazing. That rarely happens.
Out of the timeout. Bump the thing back up to 6, but Lillard.
And McCollum, who scored right there. Aminu screens. McCollum to the rim, lays it up, lays it in with 2.5 to play in the half. He went lefty. Not brings it back outside. McCollum steps into the shot and sticks it.
Sweet move there. Lethal pair of guards there for Portland. They're almost like twins too. Both 6'3". McCollum 5 pounds heavier than Lillard.
And he got the steal and set up Harkless. McCollum to forecourt. Still with it down the lane. Dishes to Myers Leonard. Leonard with the score.
3 bench guys and 2 starters in this effort, pushing it back up to 15. But Portland won't go away.
McCollum from the sideline.
Jackson, that wasn't a smart foul.
McCollum to the middle, finds a wide open Lillard for 3, and he bangs it down. Great pass.
Baines screens for Reggie Jackson. Reggie wanted to whip it to Aaron Baines, it got away.
Slide over and cause a problem with the alley-oop. CJ, teardrop down the middle, scores. McCollum had 25 points the first time these teams played. Lillard had 16.
The defense slip a little the last 3 ball games, giving up 118 points a game.
Back-to-back for McCollum as he goes into the corner and hits the 3. That brings Portland back to within 1 by Lillard. Now Dame looks to operate. Back to McCollum, who gives it back to Lillard. This 3, good again.
And that's chemistry right there, folks. Got to spring to their step.
McCollum, who had such a good game against Washington the first meeting, gets himself an open 3 and hits.
It was good to see him in there trying to rebound.
Can the Blazers take advantage? McCollum to Ed Davis, who rolls down.
He's difficult to defend.
Sessions and Dudley have been fantastic off the bench. McCollum goes baseline, spins it up and in. For 1 chance. CJ turns the corner, scores the bucket.
I don't know if that's the play that Stotts yelled out. Easy Ed wouldn't let Nene get to the rim at all.
McCollum turns the corner, puts it up over Nene and scores. So CJ, his hands and CJ's. Blazers down 2, 9 seconds. McCollum takes it off the dribble for the tie. Yes. 5.4 left. Timeout Washington.
McCollum putting Portland on the board.
Don't stop that move.
Andre Iguodala, Leandro Barbosa for the Warriors. Now Crabbe slicing inside and flipping it in.
That's a nice move on the run.
Henderson, Livingston knocked it away. He recovers, and McCollum hits a triple. Started 1 of 7 tonight. McCollum. The ability to handle the ball, Jim, and shoot. We see Steph benefit. McCollum is terrific. Is trying for the spectacular, and then that Steve Kerr's not going to like that. A turnover after that. The simple instead of the spectacular, and it results in a Plumlee bucket.
This half. I think they would like to do that.
McCollum answers with the 3.
I like that.
McCollum, tough finish. And a better steal. CJ McCollum. Shot clock at 3. Myers Leonard kicking it out. McCollum knows it. Deep 3 is perfect.
They keep striping him, don't they?
CJ backdoor. Nice pass by Lillard. CJ goes near side of the rim and lays it in. So crafty.
Boy, Oladipo's right out on him, and they're double teaming from the back guy.
McCollum gets a 3 away and hits it. So a nice job is Aminu.
Lillard is passing so much.
CJ floats it up. Nice shot.
Because Stotts talks about defense.
CJ, that's a nice pass from Lillard. Dame will get the assist. McCollum will get the bucket. The Blazers get the lead. 6 seconds for Lillard. Gets a pick for Myers Leonard. Kicks it out. McCollum the extra pass to Henderson for 3. Once again, that ball pops around the perimeter.
Can do is shoot the ball.
McCollum baseline. Nice spin move. And once again, good patience by CJ McCollum. And he got around Shabazz Napier to keep his head and get back on defense. He always says that. Plumlee, beautiful pass from CJ McCollum. There's another assist.
There's Leonard in there to stretch him out, so it really opened up the middle.
Lillard catch and shoot 3. Just his second field goal of the game. 8 points, 9 assists. We'll set things up. Aminu. CJ tries another 3. That one is perfect, as when he gets his feet set, forget about it. Timeout Scott Skiles. Team matching McCollum for a team high honors. CJ around an Ed Davis play. Gets to the middle, spins it up and in. Makes it look so easy at times.
Yeah, I'm
sure
sure
Blazers were happy to grab him, and Harkless has been terrific. CJ missed the shot, but then ends up getting a rebound and
He and CJ McCollum have really stepped up. The Blazers started the year with 9 new players. McCollum wide open for 3, and he got it. And that's how they worked their way back in to the playoff picture. Aminu, now McCollum weaving his way through the defense, steps away from Ibaka and knocks that one down. CJ McCollum shot 8 of 23 the last time these teams met, but he had 24 points.
Pass right on time, on target.
Lillard averaging 26 points per game, ranks him 5th in the NBA, spots up and scores, curling off that screen for 3. Nothing. The Thunder's run the last 2.5. McCollum chased away, then resets against Robertson, attacks the rim and scores. Shot but 9 of 22 in the paint. An extended shot clock possession there, and McCollum, the young veteran out of Lehigh University, is able to score on second effort.
Once again, Kevin Durant facilitating the basketball.
Great rotation, and Robertson coming right at McCollum, but he's just a little niftier in the moment, and he scores. No, but Plumlee with another offensive rebound. He's challenged and blocked. McCollum with the steal, though, as Foy was looking up the floor.
And Lillard out front with it. Gets it right back from McCollum. Parker literally got picked off, and McCollum knocks down the triple.
Leonard gets caught with Damian Lillard. Lillard on him and does a nice job taking the baseline.
Plumlee, nice pass as he catches McCollum cutting underneath for an easy 2.
He had a guard that was trying to box him out. This is not going to work. And that's too easy.
Wow, just like that, the Blazers come right back and get the bucket. And it knocked away. Plumlee leading the break, 3-on-2. Aminu spots McCollum for three. Tie game at 44 is CJ McCollum. McCollum. Plumlee against Leonard. And one for Plumlee.
Well, that's a good play there from Plumlee. Nice ball fake.
Test there. 9 on the shot clock. Plumlee showing his handle once again. Gives it up to McCollum. And his floater is good.
He does a great job moving without the basketball.
Yeah, he's still been struggling. Here is Green. Oh, couldn't get it as McCollum comes up with a steal. And now Lillard and Vonleh.
In there from Kawhi. Once again, that's the best part of his game.
Leonard with 11. McCollum gets loose for the easy two. Just about a spectacular finish on that move. Aminu brings it right back into the teeth of the defense. Sets up McCollum for three, and he is.
I'm not going to miss very many of those.
And here come the Spurs again after West retrieved it. Parker attacking relentlessly. Kaman the other way with a carom, and here's McCollum and the Blazers. Recess.
Well, that's exactly what you want heading into Saturday night.
Blazers not finished yet, as the jumper is good the other way in Portland. Here's Mills again, blocked by McCollum, out of bounds to the Spurs, 14 on the shot clock. McCollum, this guy can do it in a variety of ways. McCollum now the switch, and he goes against West, kicks out to the corner, and Aminu hits the three as the buzzer sounds. 118 to 107.
That's one you better make.
And McCollum hits a three with 23 seconds to go.
Aminu 2 for 5 last night beyond the arc. I bring that up because you might want to let him. If he has success early, he's going to take a bunch of threes. Plumlee.
Stop the ball, let somebody else get it. They run some good plays from McCollum there. Man.
Yeah, he gets a run right to the rim, and he's going to the free throw line of the foul. And this is a task. Lillard off the pick. And Drew Holiday slipped. McCollum not going to make any mistakes, is he? 37 straight. So the Pelicans start the game 4 for 10. It is 5 for 6 as Aminu poses on the triple. And all of a sudden, it's 2-1.
Looks like Anthony's starting to get hot.
Plumlee had to worry about the landing, but it's a wide open CJ McCollum.
But that step back 1-foot shot really is devastating.
McCollum gets to the middle and scores.
See, they have no rim protection.
Alonzo G avoided the contact. And off the rub, Henderson will get there for the layup. So they got the switch they wanted, and now the biggest lead of the game for Portland. McCollum. Mid-range game, and that's where he's been his entire career, Gerald Henderson, since he came out of Duke. 16-4 run as Portland scored on 8 of their last 9 possessions. And a nice little step back. That's his game, 10-12 footer. So Gerald Henderson has outscored the Pelicans here in the quarter. And he's got another mid-ranger. Money. He's got 14. Good job by Henderson, though, in front. And Plumlee there. He's just checked back into the game, and it really is getting away.
He's going to try to make things happen.
He's got 7 points and 3 dimes. McCollum off the rub. Boy, when a guy finishes, holds, and hopefully not an injury for AD. And the second half starts just like the first half did. 15 of 19 to get those 30 points. So you're always going to have a higher percentage in the paint, but that was unusually high. How about the take? We talked about McCollum, even though he has 21 on 14 shots. It'll be McCollum, late close. Got it anyway. CJ McCollum.
That's what they need. They got to get these droughts from Portland.
Too good a look.
Make a run.
Too good a look. Holiday picked off the play. Lillard trying to get there. It'll be McCollum. And he rattles it home.
And Skin certainly handled it pretty well.
And the Mavs are trying to handle a situation here with having lost 5 straight home games. Aminu starts the scoring for Portland.
Their starting lineup this year.
The mainstay, though, is that guy, Damian Lillard, and he launches a three-pointer and hits it. They're about to get into a stretch of being back home a lot. Next weekend, they'll start 7 out of 9 at home to end the season. Matthews is down. He's just putting the bit in his teeth and trying to fight through it right now. Here is Felton's wraparound pass. A foul taken by Dirk at center court.
This is awesome.
Now McCollum, who hasn't made a shot today, will drive inside and way over Salah. Bank that in. And Portland regains the lead on a floater by McCollum. Hand off to McCollum. Damian Lillard over Salah with a three-pointer. And because of getting up that rebound, Portland gets a three-pointer and takes the lead. McCollum squares up, splashes in a shot to start out the third quarter for Portland. Lillard with it. McCollum looked down at his feet to make sure he was behind the line, and he was, and he hit it. Five on the shot clock, and McCollum coming to life here in the third quarter.
Yes, he is.
Dallas' biggest lead today, on top by 9. Rolling down the lane, Plumlee barely able to dunk it home.
That's one you want him taking.
Inside Davis, it'll go.
Tough play that time by Ed Davis.
Allen Crabbe trying to get the 3 points back. Here's another tip-out rebound. Portland's got it. David Lee guarding Harkless on the reverse. Pretty nifty move by young Mo Harkless. Matthews, no good. After starting out 11 of 13, the Mavs on threes today. They've missed 4 straight. CJ McCollum.
Together here.
Cross-court pass, open look at a 3. Allen Crabbe. Aminu an open look. And Portland has drawn to within 2. Shot. And the rebound is kept alive by Portland.
That's really hurt Dallas.
Oh, this is for the lead. McCollum! Been great at the free throw line this year. Villanueva's now 21 out of 23 after those 2. McCollum for 3. Oh, dude. Some good stuff in a reserve role today from Villanueva. McCollum on the step back and good.
If you don't know him, you know him now. I mean, McCollum can score the basketball.
Backing in, late clock, gives the ball up, turnover! Here comes Aminu, a foul taken by Dallas, they had it to give.
Played for Real Madrid, as we talked about on Sunday, as McCollum gets his first shot away and hits that at the elbow, his sweet spot, and we're tied at 11.
Blazers are protecting the rim, but not protecting the mid-range.
McCollum fakes the handoff, goes to the basket and scores. Justin Anderson yells at a teammate. Not only would-be shooters and drivers, but also rebounders. Aminu for 3, hits that.
And once again, Dirk didn't come out on him.
Now Plumlee brings it up on Misery, surprising him perhaps. Here's CJ. Hesitates, dumps it off. Plumlee at the rim, scores it. Timeout, Dallas. McCollum goes glass and hits.
Very nice going from one side of the court to the other.
McCollum back against Nowitzki. Pulls up, foul line, banks it in.
I know the bank wasn't open.
Blazers have to take care of the basketball. McCollum works around Dirk, gets to the middle, flips it in. Nice drive, went right to the face and the chest of Villanueva and scored it. At 5. Plumlee takes it to the middle. Beautiful by Mason Plumlee to roll down the lane and create when everything had bogged down. McCollum 5 to shoot. CJ turns the corner. Nowitzki trapping him. Crabbe for 3. Good! Big shot, Allen Crabbe.
They found CJ and he found Crabbe.
Davis at both ends of the court, cleaning the glass. Vonleh to the hole. That big body of his, 6'9". 4 rebounds in 6 minutes for Davis. Here he is again. Holy smokers.
He's killed the Clippers this year. Let's see if McCollum can get going.
Davis charged to the goal, the left hand. That's the 3rd time he's made a very similar move and score for Henderson. Another one in which he got fouled. And the Clippers give it up. McCollum will good. And the Clippers give it up. McCollum will good. Look at that one. 109-103. Clippers, of course, lost in Oakland. The Golden State. McCollum.
Finally. And it's only because Noah Vonleh came over and delivered a great screen. I was going to say
I got the numbers right.
But
it's in the wrong order.
Well, you know, you were way up there. I started thinking of Randy Smith and AC Green. And
here's JJ Redick. The bounce to DeAndre Jordan. Is that the takeaway from McCollum?
His dribble was high. I mean, obviously DJ's big and his waist is way up there.
McCollum into JJ. He has not had much luck getting good looks.
Oh, great job by McCollum.
McCollum. Plumlee by himself.
Jamal Crawford's the hottest guy in the building.
69-65. Clippers by 4. Crabbe for 3. Maple never want to go.
What a great run.
Outlet McCollum. Line jumper.
That was a CJ McCollum kind of play.
Have to go in the game. Lillard falls. Oh, he's a little gimpy. McCollum does not.
That looked like McCollum.
Ready. Changes direction.
He looks like that guy now. Opportunity presented itself this year. He was ready.
Inside the 3-minute mark. He finds Harkless.
How about McCollum coming to life?
He really is.
With one arm, back tips that. Lillard then snares it out of the air, finds McCollum open for the 3. Good. Mason Plumlee made it all possible with the extra effort to keep it alive. And he already has 3 assists. CJ to Plumlee. Floats it up foul line and hit it just inside the foul line. Shot clock was down to 5.
Yes, they just shot the lights out that night. And then Okafor.
And Philadelphia had 22 fast break points as well. Here's McCollum on a 3-on-2. Takes the middle, goes to the left and scores.
Enough on offense to turn the ball over. They're 28th in turnovers.
Smith tried to go behind the back to Landry, and that's a foul. And don't think it'll be considered clear path, but the officials are looking at each other.
A little bit of shot blocking ability. They're second in the NBA at blocking shots. Tonight they don't have that.
Aminu from McCollum for 3.
Now in favor of the 76er team, 11-7.
Covington puts it off his own foot. Here's Alan Crabbe in transition.
Of the 76er team, 11-7.
Covington puts it off his own foot. Here's Alan Crabbe in transition. There was a collision at midcourt.
Away from the basket, so the guards going to have to do some rebounding.
Gerald Henderson, jab step 2. And when Gerald gets it locked in, like he appears to have it tonight, he'll start aggressively looking for his own shot, which he doesn't always do. Foul, but was able to reach in and knock it loose. CJ then impossible angle on that one, just hung as long as he could and then flipped it in the basket. They may get at least that tonight. They're getting 4 of 17 now. CJ McCollum from the elbow, left side, hits Alan Crabbe, picks up the assist. Good Blazer defense that time. Forced him a step beyond the line. CJ, same shot, same result. Be your neck tattoo.
Something with roses. Rose, my love.
Cannon goes baseline. I don't know how Kathy would feel about that. Rebound Plumlee. Aminu backdoor. CJ inside. Nice find. Nice patience by the Chief as he was waiting for McCollum to clear. McConnell had a jammed a finger or what on CJ. CJ gets to the rim and scoops it in. He was getting beat up on that possession. Zone, which they're rapidly approaching. McCollum gets it back. Lillard passes up the 3.
In this quarter.
McCollum puts his head down. Blocking foul, score the bucket. 3-point opportunity. Who are on their feet right now cheering for the Sixers. This would be a massive result in the Western Conference playoff race. McCollum the steal. McCollum the steal. Boy, he's bumped by Thompson.
What was that?
Out to Lillard. He tries a 3 to regain the lead, and it's good. Timeout, Philadelphia. Jay has timeouts if he wants them. Midcourt, dribbles, gets to the lane, gets bumped, scores, and he's fouled. 7.6 left and a chance at a three-point play.
That's why I couldn't figure out why they sat everybody. They had a great game against the Dallas Mavs.
Blazers 2 for 2, and both of them have been threes as McCollum hits. Idea there to go behind the back, kind of had to, but Collison, very good steals guy and very quick. CJ a second three and hits that one in front of the Blazer bench to give Portland the lead back.
Have to hit that board with that smaller lineup. That's heartless.
Lillard has not attempted a shot yet. CJ has attempted 3 of them, or actually 5 of them, and hit 3 of them. CJ Henderson sets his feet and swishes down the 3 once again. Good ball movement results in an open 3. Blazers 8 of 10 from behind the arc.
Yeah, their offense is keeping them in.
Here's another 3. That's down. Long 2 in the corner. Henderson passes out. Good defense by AC. Here's Allen Crabbe, who's been really aggressive tonight, which is great to see. Crabbe with 10 points in 8 minutes. He's taken 5 shots already, and that's what you want to see from Crabbe. CJ gets an open 2, gave him too much room, and that McCollum, that's his money shot. Yeah. On Collison. Harkless dumps it. Plumlee, extra pass. McCollum for 3. Good! Boy, that ball is popping around. That's 18 assists now for Portland. Anderson loses it. Picked up by McCollum, and they foul.
And anybody in the NBA takes. So they do shoot the ball up. They don't make as many.
CJ, right side drive, floats it in.
Lillard. McCollum. Knocks down a 3. Inside to Plumlee. Sullinger again cut that pass off. Aminu for 3. And a quick timeout is taken by Brad Stevens.
Move to quarter number 2 and Boston controlling. Evan Turner tries to go behind the back. It's picked up and stolen by McCollum. 3-on-2 Portland. CJ through the middle. Wild shot missed. McCollum out top being defended and being ridden. Von Lay has to put up a 3 and hits. So that's the 6th Blazer to hit a 3.
Sees something, he calls out a play.
Oh, nice move. McCollum flips it in behind the back to create space. Timeout, Boston. Just hit it before it gets set. That's what they continue to try to do. McCollum, baseline. Plumlee gets it in the middle, shovels it up and in.
See, anything in that middle is going to be open.
On and now. Bradley blocked by McCollum from behind, who also grabs the loose ball. Now looks ahead to see what he has. And it's a pick. Plumlee finds that soft spot once again. Lillard finally gets an open look. That one's short. Rebound CJ. Foul line. Jumper is good.
Blazers got to get a little more physical.
McCollum, there's that good defense again. He had to give it up. Farouk puts it on the floor and dunks it with 2 hands. Sullinger came over just a little bit late, and Farouk has 12.
What he does is he just keeps Lillard from penetrating at all.
Pick and roll. Plumlee puts it in. CJ the assist.
The Blazers right now. Memphis, Utah Rockets, Dallas pulling for the other.
Farouk for the lead. That's a career high for Al-Farouq Aminu, who has been tremendous tonight. Tries to go glass, missed it, keeps it alive. Back tips to Aminu, to Crabbe. 3-pointer, good!
Aminu gets an assist!
Now he rejoins the offense. McCollum, baseline, scores! Brad Stevens would love to use a timeout, but he can't. He only has 2 left. But this is an 8-0 Boston run, and they have recovered after that onslaught by the Blazers. McCollum floats it up. Big bucket there.
Big basket there.
See what the Blazers run out of the timeout. They get McCollum. He can't get the open look. He drives to the middle, flips it up, and in. Wow. That ball just did go in, and Boston had rebounders inside. They go to McCollum. CJ fades baseline and hits it. Wow. Boy, that gives Portland the lead now with 103. Tough hit by McCollum with 17 points now. Isaiah Thomas. Crossover, Crabbe knocks it away. McCollum, Aminu, dunks it. Here's Dragic in transition. Blocked from behind by Harkless. Blazers back the other way.
That's how athletic
McCollum for three. Transition bucket for Portland. The Heat come from behind. Plumlee knocked it away and then dropped the arms down to not get the foul. And here's Maurice Harkless in transition with the left hand. A big reason why he is in the starting lineup.
Dame is on Joe Johnson.
Now they get a switch.
And Plumlee came really nice.
So Stoudemire moves over and tries to get it. Lillard did a good job of defending him. No, gets it back. Rims that off. Dragic, third chance for the Heat. Stolen by McCollum. Stolen back by Dang. He needs to find some offense against this Miami defense now. McCollum pushes to the middle, throws it up at the rim and scores. He wanted the and one. Stott says run, run, run.
Yeah.
McCollum to Henderson, takes a corner three and drops it down.
That's exactly what you want to do.
Richardson, last two games, 3 for 16, and he's missed his first two tonight. That was Alan Crabb from downtown.
Dragic circles through. McRoberts missed his last three badly this time. Gets a loose ball foul as he knocks McCollum into the scorer's table. And Miami getting a little frustrated with the way Portland's playing. CJ gets some room, hits the three, and that was a Dragic on Dragic. Not one you leave open from three. He's 48%.
Yeah, he's one of the better shooters.
CJ again, left elbow this time. Shot with the near block.
That would have been a dunk in the old days.
CJ for three. Got it!
Boy. Now he's coming off that high pick like Lillard.
This is the first of 4 games in 5 nights, too. That's a scary part. McCollum hits. Plumlee was charging down that right side looking for the offensive rebound. There would not be one.
Harkless, they switch on everything. They both are tall.
Pick and roll again. Plumlee, right side, scores it over Whiteside. Timeout, Miami. As Eric Spoelstra trying to change some momentum, but CJ comes up with the Blazers steal
with a big 25-point game.
CJ tries a three, and it's good. Boy, McCollum has had a great night.
Yeah. Benson Dan was in the way. We couldn't see the rest.
Blazers' first possession of the fourth. It's a Henderson jumper on the baseline, and that shot has been true for him lately.
It's almost, you think it's automatic. CJ, if he didn't want to run a little clock, he would have done it.
CJ, Plumlee at the rim, jams. Pick and roll again, and McCollum, the easy shovel to Mason, who put it down. Still a 19-point game. CJ. Whiteside follows him down the middle, gives it back to Plumlee, and he rims it in. So once again, that combination works. Easy on left-handers. That's when I draw the line. Here's CJ, a standstill three. Maurice Harkless was walking the other way when that ball was even cocked into CJ's hand. Love to not put it back in.
Boy, that Richardson was hanging on CJ.
CJ takes a three. Good. Big shot there.
8 straight by the Dubs. Collins very clever.
That's a heck of a move in there, knowing I give a pump fake, maybe I'll get a heck of a defender. They're trying to drive the rim before the defense gets set. And they're successful there.
Plumlee is so active. It was nice, a little homage to the 39-year veteran. Collum. He's active, but Brandon Rush, the 50-50 balls Steve Kerr told Roz about. Aminu with the long arms. Crab's got it running at the line. Wanted it. He wanted it. Collum racing the other way. And Aminu bottoms a three.
He's improved that.
For the rebound. McCollum is slithery.
Yeah, well, he always waits for a screen. He does just a little bump. That's all he needs.
Some highlight reel deliveries.
Blazers have led by 11 in this game, and now the Warriors lead by 11.
And McCollum, we said, watch out. Lane had it knocked away. Aminu long striding into the front court. 34. I mentioned Damian Lillard, a 51 and a 40-point game against the Dubs. McCollum with a steal. McCollum three, and Portland's not done. McCollum leaking out, in on Steph. The layup and in. Never finished.
Rebound's got that 14th triple-double. And McCollum with a 3 ball.
Now McCollum trying to shake free from Cauley Stein.
Boy, he is a tough cuff.
The last second, Jerry, pass to Cauley Stein may have been better trying to shoot that ball.
He had a good shot.
Yes, he did.
Exactly right.
And a three, and just like that, the Blazers pulled it within one. The Kings turn it over. Here's McCollum. What I was saying about Seth, though, and watching him play more and more, he's got such a good feel for the game.
He really does.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Boy.
And that was 4 more than he needed.
Man, it's met right at the iron, and they took it away from him. Good defense by Portland. Well, that's what happens when you let a guard go right through you.
Sure did. Not much force there. Doing that more and more.
And here goes CJ McCollum with 16. 5 seconds to shoot. Oh, McCollum, and he scores. He now has 19 points, and that leads all scorers. We're joined by Mike Bibby here in the second quarter, and I know you're going to be here for the closing of this building on Saturday. What's the, you know? Plumlee knocked it away. That is the fourth turnover for DeMarcus here in this ball game. Here is McCollum with the setup to Plumlee. So when Dr. Phil retires, we got Dr. Jerry.
I can help out a little.
And there is McCollum. They knock it away from McLemore. Crabb comes over to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And yep, that's going to count. That's the way you run a fast break. And there is McCollum, CJ McCollum, who now has scored 23, and the Blazers lead 101-96.
Billy Rondo, the big rebounder for the Kings.
Now you give a team that many opportunities, they're going to put the nail in it. McCollum. That's a nice drive by CJ.
Badly, rebound picked up by Plumlee. Now they look to run. Harkless up ahead. McCollum's been red hot from out there.
Boy, I'll tell you, red hot. Even he's hotter than red hot.
Right back. Harkless up ahead to McCollum. CJ filling the lane as Aminu scores and he's fouled.
Well, the Blazers, you can tell, they're ready to run tonight.
McCollum top of the key, weaved his way through traffic and got the bucket to fall. Aminu, the open man, McCollum for three. Perfect.
Yeah. Once again, their big people didn't get back to match up.
Fancy dribbling to maintain possession. McCollum elbow leaner, rattles it down. And the Blazers were looking for the offensive rebound.
The Blazers are executing much better.
Oh, what a pass to McCollum, who packs it with two hands. Here's Henderson. Gerald, CJ, open three, good.
He missed one. He's not going to miss the second open shot.
Out of the air by Harkless. Up ahead to Lillard. Dame spots an open CJ. Feet set, three down.
Yeah.
12th overall pick, though, back in the 2013 draft. Plumlee, a long stride, lays it in.
Off of turnovers.
Lillard, pick and roll. McCollum. No, I don't know. I thought that was a pick and roll for Plumlee initially. OKC fired up on defense out of that last break. McCollum in traffic hits a tough shot.
Wow. So Harkless has to move. Wide open.
Crabb gets the three down. Boy, that took off. It looked short. I think Allen thought it was going to be short. 6 in a playoff type game in Dallas that Houston badly needed.
Yes.
McCollum, floater in the lane is down.
Once again, Plumlee. 3%, but on a whole, his three-point shooting really has improved.
CJ to the middle, the nice little baby hook. He's gotten so good and so much stronger. Shot clock at 7 for McCollum. Takes it, goes past Jang, finds an open Harkless in the corner for three, and he buries it. Beautifully set up by CJ. Are up in the game with 4:25 left in the first or second quarter. You can text in as CJ tries for 2 and hits. Text in to receive a Papa Murphy's large pepperoni pizza for only $4.25. Visit ripcity425.com. As we mentioned before, Minnesota playing free and easy. This is how they've been playing. Crabbe, boy, great defense. Crabbe hits a 2. First possession of the quarter belongs to Portland. You talked about Minnesota shooting 59% in the third. Blazers shot 45%, had to rally to do that.
Has had a much better second quarter and the start of the third quarter.
Mason, that'll help him feel better.
Yeah, like he's going to shoot 3/4 of the time. It's not a shot, it's a pass.
CJ into Towns, steps back and hits over him. And speaking of hitting tough shots, CJ McCollum. Dane takes a step in and now gets it for 3 in the corner. Good.
That was so pretty by both CJ and Lillard.
7 of 20 from three-point land tonight. Ed Davis to the middle with that lefty that so often goes in, even if it doesn't look pretty all the time.
Minnesota's been helping out on the other end.
CJ spots an opening, dumps it back to Fizzan, and he throws it down.
There's what you have to do, find somebody to clear out as he went down.
CJ, baseline, score the bucket, and he's fouled. He never dribbled again.
No, he
spun it up off the glass, and Leroy Richardson says, count it. I think that Mason did touch it. There was no argument on the court.
No, it wasn't.
CJ for 3. Good, and a big one there. Those quick threes by Lillard and McCollum, they're just not open. And Tayshaun Prince is out there doing the defending. Plumlee puts it on the floor, has to take a tough jump hook from about 7 feet out. Long 3. Rebound picked up by McCollum, who takes the hit and scores off the window. 3-pointers from the all-time franchise record, so we'll see. And you know, the coaching staff and Terry Stotts, they always are sensitive to that because it's meaningful to the players. They have wrapped up the 5th seed in the West, so that changes your thought a little bit, changes the importance of the ball game for the Trailblazers, but you still want to end it well.
CJ McCollum running the point, throws it into Davis, who's right under the basket, and he drops it in.
Helped down on the pit.
Clinching the 5th seed in the West.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, they've shocked everybody. I figured with such a young lineup, it would take them at least.
He shoots 42%. That's number 5 for all guards. So
beautiful step-through move, shows some strength. And kind of gives Benny Adams a glance. Rebound picked up by Jokic, and here's Augustine for Denver.
Once again, this guy's famous.
Oh boy, nice job by Alan Crabbe. There's so many times.
Once again, this guy's famous.
Oh boy, nice job by Alan Crabbe. There's so many times that Crabbe gets defensive deflections, and you don't really even see them of his milestones, with 1 made 3 here. And don't expect him. Let's see if we get it right here. We do. Lillard now the all-time leader in 3-pointers made in Trailblazers history.
And those were the days of get the ball inside. And so it's interesting that and Coach Stotts looked down at his bench.
Jokic taking his time. Very heady player. Under to Nurk. Nurk's shot is blocked.
But he rushed it. There's no need to just catch and try to be cute with it.
Look out. CJ McCollum for 3.
One thing you want to see Nurk better at next year is the game on the offensive end.
I smell a jump shot coming.
Oh, I don't. Neither did CJ.
Bench the whole year. He's up for 6th man of the year with Jamal Crawford.
CJ, 2 over for Reed, who was kind of backpedaling, afraid. Crossover, and now backs it out. And it's that little step again. If he can rock you back, then you're at his mercy.
Nice pass inside. Jordan had it slapped away. This is a Portland team that improved greatly when they turned around back in January and blows a wide open layup. It's gathered in by McCollum. Lillard open for 3. Yes.
Those are the shots I was talking about, Mark. He's got to get those shots in transition.
Resting as he gets ready to eventually check back in after a solid start in the first quarter. McCollum able to knock it down. Portland just 9 for 22 on the floor for the first time for the Clippers. And an injury-hit season. McCollum from way downtown. CJ McCollum. Blake Griffin has checked back in, coming out for Green, who picked up a third foul. Here's Davis, has the clear path and takes advantage. Ed Davis to the bucket. And we welcome those of you who have been watching the Cavaliers and the Pistons to the basket.
Every time they get it, they're stretching the defense with the dribble and trying to take it to the hoop and not settling for all those jump shots as McCollum rises up and knocks down the three. Another hot start for J.J. Redick.
McCollum getting into rhythm. Green not able to hit. And here comes McCollum. Puts the move on Rivers. McCollum. Aminu for three. Yes.
There you go. For an easy little 15, 18-foot jump shot.
McCollum had to give it up. And another three for Harkless. Blazers right back. Aminu off the fake. Kicks it out. McCollum with room. Yes. That's a three for CJ McCollum. Kept alive by Aminu. McCollum. Yes. So he has come alive.
Yeah.
6 for 12. 16 points.
And on Lillard, Lillard's had a lot of shot spots right at the basket.
And Davis for the nice move. 21 a game during the regular season. Being played here by Rivers. Flips it out. Henderson, yes. Well, he's had the good touch.
More physical and really causing Portland all kinds of trouble.
In this best of 7, series returns or goes back to Portland. The games on Saturday and Monday. Plumlee able to finish off the lead from McCollum.
Here's Chris Paul, who has been spectacular at the point for the Clippers. Redick had that shot partially blocked by McCollum. Here's the most improved player in the NBA this year, McCollum. Got it! Loose ball. McCollum with three. It'll count. Portland up by 2. Heyman from the elbow. Getting great condition, and he drops some 20 pounds. McCollum weaving into the paint and one.
Bench, who started 2 for 10, has made back-to-back buckets.
Austin Rivers that time. McCollum right back at him and one. McCollum on the blow-by Green. Came out the other side.
Catch.
And already because of that, Doris, just 8 seconds on the shot clock, but plenty of time for McCollum.
Just don't like it.
McCollum off the screen. Got his own rebound, and the second one falls. 6 points in the ball game for Jamal Crawford, the NBA's 6th man of the year, the only 3-time winner. Lillard pulls and connects.
Playmaker.
Doris, is that one of the most unstoppable plays that we have in basketball with this duo in particular? McCollum, scoring bench in the league this year. McCollum with the nice step through.
And I think Austin Rivers a little bit frustrated.
Not performed. McCollum underneath.
And now they are going back to what they did game 1, which is this aggressive trapping, and they waited till now.
Good contest by Redick. It didn't matter. Ball out top. Rejecting the screen, and they turn it over. McCollum with the steal. Paul with the foul.
Just rose up and knocked it down. He's got a lot of confidence offensively. Beautiful pass by CJ. Driving in the lane, finding Aminu, cutting in from the corner.
Good job here by Austin Rivers defensively. McCollum on the hop for Davis, and he scores.
Nice little finish by Davis. He's missed a couple little bunnies around there.
Blazers have had the big edge off the boards. McCollum on a fadeaway. Wow. And back come the Blazers. McCollum under pressure. Able to bank it home. Manager Neil O'Shea, who drafted him for the Clippers and then brought him here, citing Amino as a free agent. On the steal, McCollum goes all the way. Here comes Amino. Finds the open man, McCollum for three. Crabbe able to shake off the defender. McCollum for three. Yes! And he was able to elude Rivers on the fake. Although the Blazers have led on a couple of occasions by as many as 8. Clippers got within a point. Nice pass inside. McCollum.
Revelation in this series.
I agree.
Here's Redick on the move. And it looks like McCollum got a piece of it.
He sure did, Ralph.
And Harkless again, and he throws it in.
Short because his first 2 shots were long.
McCollum at the other end, a quick response.
He's so much more than a shooter.
Portland by a point. McCollum will step back to freedom.
He has got game.
In the crowd.
Oh, you got to have more of a reaction right there. DJ was late to even show.
And Davis gave him a good pick. JJ Redick to the basket, knocked off the ball and loses it. Turn it over. Baseline cut off there by Green. Jump shot, basket. Timeout for the LA Clippers. Portland with the lead in the ball. Now some defensive stops. That's not what I meant.
Oh, look like DJ was right next to McCollum.
McCollum got Redick backing up, fires in his face, bingo.
He made what I thought was the biggest shot of the series so far in Game 3.
McCollum going to the hole. DeAndre tried to reject it, but McCollum said no.
Lillard came out.
McCollum spinning down the lane to the hole with the left hand. He has 20. In the corner. Gets it back. Clippers in pursuit. Davis. Nice job. And Davis gets the bucket, and the lead is 10.
Like they used to. And that's with Chris and with Blake, and get Redick the kind of shots that he deserves.
Crabbe for 3. Bingo. Uh-oh. Call him. They trap him out near midcourt. Finds Plumlee. He's very capable.
Well, that's a shot that I would never expect to go in.
It could be JJ's heel.
It could be that too, but they need some stops.
Lillard. No, he's found the basket now. To the corner. McCollum wide open for a 3. Bingo.
Portland are the unsung heroes in this series. Down 0-2, that front line has played great basketball in the last 3 wins. This guy, he's a streaky person, and if he can get it going for you.
McCollum with the knockdown. Jamal Crawford has 9. Tough start to this quarter for Portland, only 2 points. McCollum goes to work, spinning the score. Game 7 at Staples on Sunday afternoon. Redick back in the game, couldn't make that hard turn, turned over, and McCollum put back in by Davis. Alec Crabbe, the 3rd-year man from Cal, finding Harkless in the corner for 3.
All right, now that's the first point by the starting front line.
Dialed in off that high ball screen. 18 for Jamal, all even at 44. McCollum wants one.
He likes that. You can see he likes that fadeaway, Mike.
With Charlotte. Henderson to trigger. McCollum, good move for Prigioni, gets to the basket and scores.
See, you can't get him.
All the defensive attention on McCollum, who's got Aldridge here. They come to help. Henderson free. Gerald Henderson. McCollum kept it alive. Missed the shot. He's got the rebound back. Crabbe launches a 3. Got them all!
Crabbe and Henderson have been big.
McCollum around Johnson. Met by DeAndre Jordan. Davis. Got it.
Davis has been very productive this half.
Plumlee sets the screen. Lillard goes around everybody. McCollum, beautiful action. Bangs the three. Great play set up by Terry Stock. Gets it to Plumlee. Just missed those free throws. Lillard to the basket. The find for the three. McCollum hit it! So appreciate Terry Stotts. It's reality. What can you do? McCollum on the drive. Gets the early hoop here to start the second. Terry Stotts' 4th year at Portland. Start our playoff weekend next weekend. Good start to this quarter. 11-4, now 13-4 with the Davis dunk. Inside, Hubie, that lead as big as 20 is quickly down to 11. Get over.
Difficult when you're trying to thread the needle in the paint.
McCollum tried to read to get it back, and he is able to knock it away. You can present highlight packages of Kawhi Leonard and Draymond Green and say either one deserved defensive player of the unit.
Absolutely.
It was so tough. What a pass by McCollum. It was 7 of 10 in that first quarter. Much better offensive rhythm here in the second for the Blazers. And those threes going from the outside. Out for Aminu.
That's unheard of in this league. He's done it 2 years back-to-back.
McCollum on the take. A little hesitation to avoid Green from going up for the shot blocks. Left to the right. Attendance. And their attendance and their great play. As a step-back take by McCollum is his 3rd field goal. Number 1 pick in the Blazers, of course, Bill Walton, the champion with the Blazers on Dr. Jack Ramsey's team at 77. As McCollum knocks down the shot. On the turnover, Draymond Green turned that down along with Harrison Barnes. Great transition defense. McCollum bangs it off the window. It's 15 with 4:20 to go.
Warriors. And see the matchups right away with Lillard on Harrison Barnes. And Bogut couldn't handle the pass from Barnes. It's going to be interesting to watch.
You can see on all screening rolls, Klay Thompson and these guards are going over the top. So the mid-range game for McCollum and Damian Lillard has to be there, and CJ knocks that one down.
With the rebound. So coming off that Clippers series where they won in 6, Portland had won 4 straight as McCollum hits again.
What we have in the league.
And Livingston working on McCollum. Good defense there. Livingston got it back off the side of the backboard. And now Plumlee on the move. Toe on the line for McCollum. He hits. Long 2 for CJ McCollum. He is off to a very good start shooting the basketball tonight. Ian Clark getting some minutes here with Steph Curry out. As McCollum, boy, tough shot and able to score again.
Tough on the Blazers to make shots.
Been a long time without a field goal for Portland. Desperately needing one here. Aminu from the spot. He's hit 2 from over there. He's got 3 threes for the game.
To the paint and elevate and finish with his left hand.
McCollum gets himself open, knocks it down.
Minutes are up. 4th leading scorer in the playoffs without Steph. He's stepped up in a big way for Steve Kerr.
Gerald Henderson hits out of the timeout.
It is, and you talk about great job, like you said, by that management, because Bogut can't play a lot of minutes, and especially long minutes. And good job by CJ knocking that one down. So
at an 8-point lead at the half, all tied at 91. McCollum, sweet little fall away for CJ McCollum. The Golden State Warriors. And before we get to the finish line here,
Plumlee gets inside, blocked by Bogut. Short jumper McCollum. That's a nice soft touch.
I want to talk about how good this backcourt is.
Lillard, long three-pointer. Lillard's first 3 of the night.
One of the things I asked him was, are they simply trusting you about when you're ready to come back? He said, no, it's a little different than the ankle situation where that came into play as Lillard drops another one.
McCollum just 1 for 6 so far. Aminu for 3. Hasn't been released yet.
He really carried this team.
McCollum 1 for 7 before that jumper. Inside move, McCollum and a foul. And it's going to be on Bogut again. McCollum shoots and hits. All right, Doris. Portland has scored 71 points in the last 2 quarters. Second and third. McCollum knocks that one down. The rim.
and making plays for you, putting you in position.
Barbosa with the steal. McCollum takes it back.
Now this place is, as you guys talked about earlier, it's always been a special place to watch a game.
McCollum. Under 5 to play. An 11-point lead right now for Portland. McCollum, gorgeous fake and finish.
For Lillard, this is a
Playoff high. McCollum drives, finds Davis. McCollum looks up at the shot clock. McCollum tries a three. That's good.
Checks in, and now you have Stephen Curry guarding him, and now CJ McCollum comes off with a big-time three.
And he knew it, didn't he? McCollum one-on-one with Green. He'll take it, and he'll rattle it in. Lost that game against Memphis. 3 seconds, 2. McCollum all the way in, scores it off the window.
And then to build back out to Space. With Space knocking that down, it creates a lot of space.
Ed Davis going strong on Livingston, scores it. In game 3. McCollum will pull it up for 3. Got it. Boy, CJ McCollum. Bad pass, Henderson on the floor. Bogut on the floor. He slaps it right to McCollum. McCollum goes all the way in. Green let him run by. Goes out the Blazers on their home floor on Wednesday. Mason Plumlee out of the timeout. Well designed, and the Blazers get on the board.
Drawing these offensive fouls against Plumlee.
Iguodala selling it hard. He's done it twice, been successful. McCollum got a hand on it. And he's the one who wrestles it free for a moment there. Ian Clark had it. Draymond Green has been extremely active on the defensive end here tonight. McCollum, big time 3 by CJ McCollum.
He gets some buckets up real quick, just like CJ and Dame.
McCollum for 3. He hits another one in traffic.
Andre Iguodala hawking CJ McCollum in a turnover.
And CJ gets it back. He stole it right back. Lillard for 3. We're not going to work, so they set it up. 3 minutes to go. Iguodala loses the handle. Wow, what a save. CJ McCollum, 13 for 24. In the postseason is McCollum, little pull-up, got it. He has a sweet mid-range jumper, and he delivers. Not talking about Mitch either. And here's CJ McCollum, and he hits a 3-pointer. In game 4, McCollum, and sidestep, nice pass, Harkless. Strong finish at the rim.
So good in the mid-range and obviously in the post against smaller guards, but he understands how to get to his spot and just elevate, and can still elevate after that injury over most guards to get his shot.
Give it up some inches. Lillard 2, and he's on the floor. Livingston at 6'7" as McCollum hits again. This is where he can shine. Been able to stretch it out a little bit. Here's McCollum with Barnes on him. Kicks it to Aminu for 3. And it's off the window. How do you do, Al Farouk? For the Warriors. Team's got a lot of fight in them, the Blazers, and Plumlee scores it. Nice pass in there from CJ McCollum. You'll note that Andrew Bogut not on the floor to start this second half, and he's not on the bench either, as that is Harkless who knocks the 3 down. Actually took 1 assist off his first quarter totals to give him 6. CJ McCollum got his own and scores on the second. Mason Plumlee has had his shot blocked 10 times in the 5 games already. Loose ball, McCollum comes up with a good stand on the defensive end. Plumlee going all the way in. No block this time. It's a loose ball. That's Harkless for 3. Short. Another board offensively for the Blazers, and this time McCollum with the left finishes. With Bogut out, Vergel getting the minutes here in this second half. Aminu for 3. Yes, sir. Al Farouk Aminu drops another one.
Job of making plays for this Blazers team.
Curry's hit 3 threes tonight. He's 3 for 9 as McCollum goes all the way in, scores with the left. McCollum turns a corner wide open. Spates didn't bother.
No, he couldn't do anything about that.
Just let that one go. Lillard Kicks it. McCollum for three. Yes! CJ McCollum hits a big one for the Blazers.
His left hand had the angle.
Green open all the way in. No foul block. Clean. Ed Davis. McCollum on Curry, and he scores. McCollum for the answer. No. Aminu, big offensive board. McCollum again. Wow, CJ McCollum. Back to 6, give another assist to Curry, gives him 11. McCollum again. Oh my goodness. What a quarter for CJ McCollum.